Surprisingly, I finished all the drinks I had in the house earlier on today, so it's biscuits for me for now.
Fucking cheers!
Skull! Even without fluid.
Welcome
Yes,
back
audience.
to our showing of alcohol.
I'm not actually going to skull a fucking wine. Like, if I had my Suntory Double Lemon, maybe I'd skull that. Not wine fresh out of the fridge.
Yeah, that's just asking for trouble.
Exactly. Anyways, Adult Arc!
It is time.
I find that
Callum gets experience what
interesting.
Callum gets experience what makes Hoshi Ori Yume Mirai so fucking good, as well as Giniro Haruka.
Yeah, it's definitely unique.
Yeah, for context, Giniro Haruka isn't even just like high school to adulthood. Giniro Haruka starts in middle school.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it makes you feel very weird.
Yeah. I was gonna say very old, but yeah, weird definitely.
That too. Yeah.
I mean, none of the actual like sexual things happen in middle school. Like everything middle school is just like
wholesome finding
kids having crushes on each other.
Yeah, but it still makes me feel weird.
I mean, to be fair, that make you feel weird, but I sometimes feel depressed when thinking about Hoshi Ori Yume Mirai, just because like Ryosuke has so much more together than me.
Yeah,
like this man is over here, probably the same age as me, and already a licensed fucking architect, and here I sit.
I'm in the same boat as you, brother.
Anyways, let's escape that depression and let's just get back into this. After that, Rikka told her parents how she felt. That she wanted to work towards becoming a professional pianist again. So her mother Sayaka introduced her to her next pianist named Aoyagi Akiko, so she could start learning piano again. Aoyagi is apparently someone Sayaka studied under when she went to University for Music. She was living out her retirement at her advanced age, but she accepted Rikka as a student on account of her being Sayaka's daughter. Balancing school and piano lessons sounded like it was tough for her, but Rikka was always smiling. That's why I was able to smile too, even though it meant we spent less time together. June of our third year of high school. Rikka entered the Shionagi National Music Competition for piano. It's apparently a famous national contest that's held once every 3 years. As someone who was never interested in music as a kid, I had no idea that a contest like that existed in this city, but an even greater surprise still awaited me. Rikka breezed through the preliminary judgments, auditions, qualifying rounds, semifinals, and amazingly enough, made it all the way to the finals.
Hell yeah, Rikka.
It's crazy that you got fourth place in a contest like that. That means you're one of the top performers in all of Japan, right?
驚くほど自然に自分の演奏ができたの。あなたとみんなのおかげね。
It's all thanks to your own ability. Some you've always had in you. All we did was cheer you on. I know that the world isn't an easy enough place that she could do that well from just a single year of practice. Rikka's always downplayed her own ability, but it must be thanks to her knowledge and her strong grasp of fundamentals. Besides, it'd be a disservice to the other performers if you say you only won because of your support, right?
そうね。あなたの言う通りだわ。でも、あなたたちの応援が私のそれを引き出してくれたのは本当よ。本当にありがとう。
No, I definitely have made you first place if I were the judge. We've gotten to play with the orchestra and do our recital and stuff. You'd gotten first place.
彼女びいきが過ぎるわ。今の私じゃ完全に力不足よ。もっともっと勉強しなければいけないことはたくさんあるわ。
Rikka's become a local celebrity recently, with regional television broadcasts and music-related publishing companies coming to interview her. And they've all been asking her about her plans for the future. She's deliberately avoided saying anything about her career plans, despite her stating she wants to become a professional pianist. I think the only ones who know the actual answer are her close friends, me included. The vice president of the concert judging committee is actually Franz Schiele, who had retired as a conductor the previous year. He's an influential figure in the music world and also one of Narasawa Sayaka's old teachers. He became a faculty member at the music department at a local national university in our area in order to groom the next generation.
Groom?
Not that grooming.
Yeah, it
Obviously.
Yeah, not it didn't have that kind of connotations.
He absolutely loved Rikka's performance and asked her if she wanted to study under him.
誘っていただけるのはとても光栄なのですが、シーレ先生に指示するなんて恐れ多いです。
リッカさんは難しい言葉を使いますね。今教えてもらってる先生がいるのですか？はい。
ですが先生は私がしたいことがあるなら自由にやってみなさいとおっしゃってくださってます。
では、オーストリアのさやかのもとへ行く予定でも？
それはまだ何も。
リッカさん、私はあなたの音楽にリッカさん、私はあなたの音楽に惚れ込んだのです。さやか以上に日本人らしく敏感で多感で繊細で実に素晴らしい。ですが今はまだ研磨途中の原石です。磨けばダイヤモンド。ぜひあなたを育てたい。
It'd be selfish, right? Rikka's probably hesitating because of me. Before Rikka placed in that contest, we were talking about stuff like how it'd be great if we could go to the same university. About how it'd be great to live together if we ended up going to the same university. We just talk about vague dreams like that. Must be what's on our mind. It's good to think about others, but you should prioritize what you want to do now.
ありがとう。シーレ先生、よろしくお願いします。
大歓迎です。ところで、そっちの彼は誰ですか？
By the way, who's this bloke?
Yeah, waited all this time and then, who the fuck are you?
Just this random floating superfluous man.
like the entire I don't know why, but like in like anime or like anime or something, like I don't know why, or like a meme or like fan animation, I can't help but feel like the entire conversation is just like them standing near a wall and talking, and then and just as fucking Sheeta is like, wait, who is this guy? Like the fucking coat hanger standing next to Rikka just like morphs into Ryosuke. Hi.
That works so perfectly. We need that as like an image.
Yeah. Other fan artists may be commissioned at. Yeah.
As if I have people that like that draw shit and my fucking sub.
You do. Get them now.
At the very least, if there exists literally any fan art for this channel, I don't know, it exists.
I'm commissioning John right now as we speak.
私の恋人です。
Please meet you, I'm here on Ryosuke.
恋人。Oh, my friend. リッカさんとこういう仲なのですね。
Surprisingly, the pronunciation of mein Freund is not that bad.
Mein Freund.
Honestly, it caught me off guard for a second.
He wraps his arms around himself, puckers his lips, and makes a loud chew sound to mimic kissing. Quite the passionate performance, too. This guy's supposed to be a world-famous musical celebrity, right? The artsy type's always the weirdest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a bit Byronic. Let's just put it like that.
私は恋愛禁止とか言いません。恋愛もピアノには必要なことです。ただし、ピアノがおろそかになるほどセックスに夢中になってはいけませんよ。セックスはほどほどにです。
That must be like the worst awkward conversation.
What is this man yapping? Can we kill him?
Again, all I imagine is like the three of them are talking while us four are all just sitting on like the fucking audience seats nearby. Suddenly, Butt just gets up, pulls a knife, and all three of us just have to hold him back.
Or we're in the fetal position in the corner just watching this song. And then doing that.
I don't know why I don't know why it's become my catchphrase, but it has.
Damn.
We're gonna have to kill this guy.
Damn.
It's just become my catchphrase.
He seems to be a friendly, good-natured teacher, like Rikka said, too good-natured if anything. So Rikka decided to aim for a national university while also taking lessons from Sheila before entering. What is left is my own career path. Become an architect's just one stop of the way to my goal. I want to be an architect like Mr. Ozuma. And to do that, I just have to study under Mr. Ozuma's guidance. I'll have to go to a local university. Well, let's just cut straight to the chase. I applied for the architecture department of the same university as Rikka and passed. I kept it a secret for as long as possible because I wanted to see a reaction, and... Sorry, I was keeping it a secret because I thought it'd make you happy. By the way, hold on, let me just get it ready.
Oh no, I have a bad feeling.
Oh no, it's nothing bad, it's just, I actually have a screenshot from this, cutscene ready.
Oh.
They could call Sega wa Natsuki now. I think it started around spring. I know how it really happened, but I know it's a good thing, so I haven't really bothered asking her why. I asked them all not to tell because I wanted to surprise you. I'm really sorry, please forgive me. Glad man's to get about my head. I do. She closes her eyes and tilts her chin upward a little. That's what she does when she wants a kiss. Sure. This doesn't really have anything to do with having her forgive me. I always want to kiss her. Place my hands lightly against the back of her, against the small of her back, wrapping myself around her. Place a kiss onto her soft lips as I feel her tiny breaths. Congratulations on you for being accepted too. Okay. She shoves herself against my chest. She's sniffling while with her face pressed into me. What, did I make her cry? I'm glad. Looks like my plan was a success. I pat her head to calm her down as she drips her tears onto my clothes. Didn't expect this. The plan worked a little too well. I should really say this after she's done crying, but I need a nice mood, some world-class courage to do this. I'll have to say it now. I think I want to talk about something, so please listen. I think we've talked about this before already, but now that we're gonna be going to the same school, how about we rent an apartment and try living together? You're aiming to become a pianist, and I'm aiming to become an architect. I know exactly how our future's gonna turn out from now on, but we could start by living together, or I don't want to do anything half serious like this, like just continuing to date from now on. Like, I know I'm not much yet, but I could ask you to seriously consider the future together with me. Maybe you don't remember how we were talking about how we wanted to live together before. Well, let's just us talking about dream lifestyles. It'd have been weird to take it seriously at this point. It's totally possible she doesn't remember.
覚えてるわ。
Huh?
あなたと話したことだもの。全部覚えてるに決まってるでしょ。
So what do you think? I know it's important, so you don't have to give me an answer right away.
さっきのプロポーズだって思ってもいいの？
Yeah, you can. I was about that serious about it.
じゃあ嫌よ。
Really?
プロポーズの言葉はちゃんと結婚しようって言ってほしいわ。
Huh? Wait, so that means... She gives a small but clear nod.
もう今日の涼介は卑怯よ。どれだけ私を泣かせれば気が済むの？
Like I said, I had it ready.
Yeah, you really did have it ready.
Yeah, you did. Ultimate Waterworks strikes again.
Like, I don't even know like the context of why I just had that at the ready. But maybe it was because I made a joke, because like it had like the way, like, because the sentence literally just like exchange the have to make me cry with have to add, and you get the reference. It's because there's like one scene in Persona where fucking Ryushi in the public bath just suddenly gets up frustrated, like, how much do you have to add till you're satisfied, Gramps?
Oh yeah, when he's turning on the hot water.
Yeah, exactly. Rikka's just as much a crybaby as ever, so I managed to get her to say okay. Also, just remembered I should get these ready. He talked about how we should become independent in whatever ways we could with our future in mind and strengthen our resolve. But that wasn't the end. We still had to do what needs doing. We needed to tell our parents. We're planning on earning the money for our lifestyle ourselves, but we still need to let each other's parents know. Rikka's parents are supposed to come back to Japan briefly to handle things for Rikka entering university. But that's still in the near future, so we're still with my parents. I've already introduced Rikka to them, and she's come over several times, but it's pretty different. I'm a little nervous. The parents are actually here!
Finally.
Wow, they're no longer in Kanagawa! Impossible. Brought it up for uplib dinner and they immediately accepted it. Rikka's eyes are white too. I'm happy of course, but that was kinda anticlimactic.
リッカちゃんのことはよく知ってるし、反対する理由もないし。
お前ももう子供じゃないんだ。自分のことは自分で決めていい年だろ。だが、判断には常に責任がつきまとう。それはお前だけじゃなく、リッカさんにも及ぶ。そのことを必ず頭に入れておくように。
I know.
けど残念ね。大学ならうちからも通えるでしょ。お金ももったいないし、リッカちゃんもうちで暮らせばいいのに。部屋なら余ってるわよ。なんなら涼介の部屋でもいいし、どうかしら。
それだと気の休まる暇がないだろう。二人になりたい時だってあるさ。
それもそうね。私もお父さんとそういう頃があったわ。リッカちゃん、涼介をよろしくね。
リッカさんのような女性が息子のそばにいてくれると安心だ。よろしくお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます。ふつつか者ですが、よろしくお願いします。
Here's a question I have. Is the golden retriever side going to be even harder? How sure in the adult?
Who knows?
We will find out together.
And to be fair, the moment like the full dere of Rikka came out, the golden retriever kind of like took a backseat anyway, because now it's all about like fucking Rikka being cute.
I guess that's true.
So my family was easy enough. Finally, it's time for Rikka's parents. To be honest, I've only met them once before. The orchestra that Rikka's dad is the director of had a performance in Japan last year, and they invited me to dinner with them then. Which means that they should at least be aware of me as her boyfriend. Though they're expecting me to ask them to let me live together with their daughter on the second meeting. They both seemed like calm, refined people, so I'm sure they'll at least listen to everything I have to say. The only thing is whether or not I'll be able to communicate my passion and sincerity. I don't think I've ever been as nervous before. It feels like my arms and legs are numb. Please allow me to have your daughter!
The second ever meeting. It could be worse. It could be like my brother introducing himself to his future wife's parents with the remark, "Hello, I am your daughter's boyfriend. I'm speaking to you now from Southampton General Hospital."
What the fuck?
Wow, that had to be one of the most awkward things.
Fortunately, it was for something comparatively mundane. My sister-in-law suffers from epilepsy, so
Okay.
yeah, the reason for that was a bit more mundane. But apparently, he got off to a good start.
Well, at least that's good. That could have went so many ways.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on! I was being a bit hasty. I'm sorry, let me repeat myself. I take deep breaths, but I can't calm down at all. But I can't just make them wet. I swallowed to wet my dry throat. I'm currently still dating Rikka. I'm very serious about our relationship, and I don't want this to end at all. I would like to stay with her. We will be graduating high school this spring, and we will be going to the same university. I thought this could be a good opportunity for us to consider our future together, and I've asked Rikka to live together with me. I don't know why I just imagine him just rattling the entire thing down like a fucking run-on sentence.
Yeah.
And,
He's
and,
nervous,
you-
bless him.
and with him asking, all I can picture is him, like they just get in the door, saying it.
Busting through the door.
Like I said, yes, and my parents have also both accepted the arrangement. Please, would it be okay if Rikka and I live together? Straighten up my back and lower my head. Both of them are silent, apparently thinking. It's a bit stifling. But I've already said what I wanted to say. All I can do is wait. Eventually, Rikka's dad speaks. Oh, to be fair, you're not really around your own daughter much.
Yeah.
You're not around us
Yes.
very often.
待ってお父さん涼介は
まあ待ちなさい、リッカ。まだ話の途中だ。この話はその場の勢いで決めたものではないんだろ。
Be pretty bad if it was.
No, we took our time and decided on it together.
何度も彼と話し合ったわ
だったら君たちの思うようにやってみなさい。さやか、君から何かあるかい？
いいえ、リッカ。二人で頑張ってみなさい。
お母さんお父さんありがとう
Like suddenly Ryosuke just like raises his hand like permission to collapse from release of nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much! Two of us both bow our heads low at the same
正
time.
直言うとね、リッカが一人で残ると言い出したときはどうすればいいかわからなかったんだ。リッカが苦しんでいることは知っていた。でも、もうピアノを弾かなくていいよとは言えなかった。それは今まで頑張ってきたリッカがピアノを取り上げることになるし。
Alright, fucking interrupt your own sentence, asshole.
それは
Once again.
今まで頑張ってきたリッカがピアノを取り上げることになるし。何より親が娘の人生の選択肢を狭めてしまうことでもある。
Like, my headcanon explanation for this is every time it happens, like, they just, like, zone out for a second, like, wait, where was I? I guess I'll start over.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that senile. At least I hope not.
Like, we all have our own moments where we're suddenly
That's
distracted by something and have to start over.
Yeah, true.
リッカがどれだけ必死に頑張っていたか知っていたからこそ余計。リッカがどれだけ必死に頑張っていたか
He's especially
知ってい
bad
た
at
から
things.
こそ余計にね。結局、
You just
しば
want
ら
to
く
hear
距離を
dad
置いて
talking.
リッカの判断に委ねることしかできなかっ
The game is trying to suppress Rika's dad.
た。なんて
仕事に手をかけ
Suppressed.
て娘と向き合う時間を取れなかった親の言い訳だ。
Just the toework staff running in with with chloroform and a hanky.
ごめんなさい。
Jack's right a little.
私も自分一人で悩んで押し込めて誰にも相談しようとしなかったもの。ごめんなさい。
I mean, to be fair, it did take someone essentially wrecking balling himself into her fucking house to open up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Golden Retriever wins.
And a typhoon.
Fuck, like, I don't know, like, I can't help but imagine, like, a whole, like, small, like, golden retriever, like, walking up to her door, suddenly turning into, like, a fucking big muscle man dog, like, along the lines of, like, the armor dog from fucking, like, along the lines of the fucking armor dog from Undertale, kicking down the door, and then turning back into small dog, and, like, just traipsing in.
With This Is How We Do It blaring on some hidden speakers somewhere.
Hold on, what's the... Hold on, like, essentially it's just a regular ass golden retriever just racing up to the door, and then suddenly fucking I need to find the picture. God damn it, why is it? God damn, now it's only this. God, why is it so hard to find? Come on. Hey, this one? Will this one allow it? Nope.
Man, I forgot how good the music is.
And there we go.
It was only like 1 or 2 weeks.
Like, it's just like small little golden retriever walks up to the door, suddenly this, and then just turns back into regular ass golden retriever and just traipses through.
Oh my god, I love that picture. You got the JoJo body going.
Apparently fucking Nikkei references this meme as well.
What? Sorry, what?
Like, that was just right next to it, so apparently Nikkei references this.
Oh my god. And the awkward crying face.
But yeah, assuming that you haven't, like, you didn't know this, I assume you also just don't know about Fight of Animals. Do you?
No.
Fight of Animals is literally like a fighting game that is all of these, like, powerful memes.
That is amazing.
Fucking, hold on.
The world's most relaxed, muscly fox.
Like, it's a whole ass fucking character roster of just, like, these pictures of animals that have too much aura. Like, fucking look at this shit.
Muscle Beluga and Mighty Fox.
So this is Muscle Beluga. True
Shit
battle of
ton
the
of this
ages.
shit.
Crowzilla. Nope, Crowrilla, sorry.
Gorilla, yeah. And Power Hook Dog.
Like, the entire game
Yeah,
is just like these, like, pictures of meme animals. Like, that's just animals with
I
too
love
much
it.
fucking energy being ported into a fucking fighting game.
Oh my god. And the penguin ref It was a nice
Of course.
touch.
Yeah.
Like, incidentally, this is the inspiration picture for Crowrilla.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, that actually looked freaky when I saw it.
What the heck?
Like, if you want to see all the other references, I will just link the TV Tropes page for you to check out afterwards. But now let's actually get back to this.
Yeah, before we go into
よかったと
another
思って
rabbit hole.
こうして涼介君と出会えて自ら進もうとする道を選んだのだからあくまで結果的にだけどね
Because Dad exhales.
娘さんをくださいって言われた時は本当に驚いたよ
I'm very sorry.
あら、時間の問題じゃないの？
やめてくれよ私はまだそこまで老け込みたくない
I feel Rikka's dad. I don't know. I don't want to feel old. Yet I do. It should be criminal. It should be like criminal. Like, it should be illegal to feel as old as I do, despite only being 25.
I feel the same. And I guess I'll be 28 in 3 days, so...
Jesus Christ, my condolences.
If I forget to say happy birthday for then.
Same here. I 100% will forget because I have the memory of a sieve.
Oh, believe me, I forget sometimes too. It's like, oh yeah, it's my birthday today, isn't it?
Like, I'm terrible at remembering birthdays.
The only way I remember my mom's is because it's the same day.
I guess you could say that you were a birthday present.
Yep.
娘の幸せを思えば、私は少しくらい老けてしまってもいいわ。めぐるの方はピアノに夢中で、そんな気配はみじんもないし。
ピアノが恋人じゃダメなのかい私はその方が嬉しいよ
Of course you'd be protective.
やだ、ピアノとの孫なんて見たくないわ。
We all laugh. The mood's clearly softened. Maybe they could tell how tense we are and they're trying to get us to
涼
relax.
介さん、確かにあなたとは一度しか会ったことがないけど、信頼はしてるの。めぐるからあなたのことはたくさん聞いてたし、お姉ちゃんの恋人は素敵な人って褒めてたわ。あの子が音楽に携わる人以外であんなに褒めたのは初めてよ。
Seems like Meguru helped me out behind closed doors. I'll have to thank her at some point later.
何よりリッカが恋人にした相手だもの。この子ツンツンして冷たくない？
Being called out by your own mother.
Hey man, if you're not embarrassing your children, what fun are you? It's not meant to have.
Yeah, just
Sure.
occasionally. But I'd like to think I understand her. Find everything about her cute, that included.
何も二人の前で言わなくても。
仲がいいようで何よりだね涼介君リッカのことをよろしくお願いするよ
お願いね。
Oh well.
でもリッカ、どういうピアニストになりたいかは決めたの？
それは
ピアニストへの近道はあっても、ピアニストという道はないわ。涼介君と一緒にじっくり考えてみなさい。
After we managed to get permission from Rikka's parents.
一度落っことしてやったのにまた受けに来るとは感心だな
I just have to work on you to the Lich plays. About mid low to Mr. Azuma from the other side of the interview table.
この国立大学に進んだのかあそこは学力レベルも高いしいい指導者も揃ってる持ってきた作品の出来もお前が初めて飛び込んできた時より格段に上達してるお前の人となりも知ってるつもりだ努力家である部分は認めてもいい
Then puts a hand to his chin and grins.
いやまだだ一つ聞きたいことがある一度不採用になってから半年ほどほとんど来なかっただろうあの間何をしてたんだ
I joined a committee and worked hard to make our school's Tanabata festival a success.
それだけか
I also got a girlfriend. I wonder if he's gonna think I was just goofing off. But I don't want to lie to the man I respect.
そうか、彼女か。それはいい。結構じゃないか。ちゃんと学生生活を楽しんでたようで何よりだ。
What?
仕事なんてのはうちに入れば嫌でも覚える。そこからどう成長するかは多種多様の土台が大事だ。特にうちみたいな建築事務所はインスピレーション一つで仕事を取れるかというところが大きい。お前はきっちり今のお前にしかできない土台作りをしてたってことだ。いいだろう、使ってやる。
Oh. Thank you very much. Bowman
先
again.
生も人が悪いですね。彼が大学生になってもう一度受けに来たら採用してやるって言ってたのに。
But
うるせえ。なわけで明日から学校終わったら来い。一応給料は出してやるが期待はするな。最初は勉強だと思え。
I fucking love Uncle Azuma, bro.
Telling it like it is.
Like, sadly, Rikka's route is like the route that has like arguably the least involvement for Uncle Azuma.
Yeah.
But you will learn to love the guy because like the main involvement he has will always be in the adult arcs.
Yeah. I think Tuka's route is the most. I think.
No, it's really even, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean, like, because a lot of the time, like, the adult route arc are about, like, juggling your private life with work life and, you know, fucking finally being able to fulfill your dreams and shit like that. And considering that his dream is being a top rank, I don't know, that's proper wording, but who cares, architect, it's always going to involve Azuma, because Azuma's teachers.
Makes sense.
Yes!
あとはそうだな。今度お前の彼女を連れてこい。お前がどんな女を落としたのか興味ある。
She's crazy, pretty, and cute, and has a great personality.
おお、ハードル上げてくるじゃないか。俺の目は厳しいぞ。
She's the best girlfriend ever, I'll guarantee it. And when I did actually introduce Rikka to Azuma for the first time, he voiced his approval. By the time the chill of winter subsided and spring breathed throughout the city, Rikka had gotten hired for a part-time job at a music cafe, and we had begun preparing seriously to live together. And so, it's almost time for us to graduate high school.
そうそう、いい感じね。もう完璧にうちの味をマスターしたんじゃない？
本当ですか？ありがとうございます、お母様。
あらやだ、お母様なんてもう照れちゃうわ。
But you're the one who made her call you that. Mom had apparently asked her to call her mother at some
い
point.
いじゃない。今私は娘ができた喜びに打ち震えているのよ。まあ息子は息子でいいところもあるんだけどね。高いところのもの取ってくれたり、重い荷物持ってくれたり。
I'm just a servant for you, aren't I? No, I don't really mind.
やっぱりね、女は女としか通じ合えない部分があるわけよ。なんていうの？男は別の生き物って感じ？
I can understand what you're getting at. I've heard before that men and women might as well be different species biologically. Still don't like her way too much, Mom. She acts way more like a mother to her than to me. That was a good thing that my mother and girlfriend get along.
絶対に嫁に来てほしいわ。そんで初孫の顔も見たい。リッカちゃんにのね。間違いなく可愛いわ。
Is disparaging your son that fun for you, mother?
リッカちゃん、こんな息子だけど愛想つかさないであげてちょうだい。
愛想とかそんな。私は彼と出会えて本当に良かったと思ってます。こうして付き合うのも、結婚するのも彼以外には考えられません。
I'm curious if I, at this point... Nah, nothing yet. I got a fucking review copy for a game yesterday. Like they didn't even that like it was literally not even like, hey, do you want a review copy for something to cover it in a video? No, they literally was like, hey, here's a review copy for this fucking RPG, not even a visual novel technically, like this RPG. Just go ahead, play it, give us feedback. So I played chapter 1 and wrote them an entire page of feedback. Because, like, I did like what I saw. I did like what I saw. There were a few nitpicks, but, like, when it comes to feedback, it kind of have to be nitpicky, you know?
Yeah, yeah. You can't just say it's perfect. You have to give actual
Like, if they want feedback, then I'm going to find as many places where I feel there could be even tiny improvements. Like, oh, the characters suddenly say a fight was yesterday, even though there was no indication of a time having passed, really. Like, point that out. Or, like, some characters suddenly mentioning, oh, by the way, there's, like, an artificer in the town nearby. It's this way. And it's like, wow, how the fuck does she know that?
Yeah.
Like, I just assumed that it's supposed to be that she's been here, like, and found it the day prior, the day that the main character fought the first battle. But, like, if that is the case, maybe, like, note that she was so tired after her first fight, that she just kind of passed out and then woke up the next day. And during that time, the other girl found the village, met the artificer, and then got captured. Just small stuff like that.
Coherent.
Also, literally, like, the third encounter has enemies that inflict sleep.
Oh, jeez.
It's not quite the third encounter, maybe like the fourth or fifth, but it's still.
That's gonna be annoying that early on.
Especially because, like, there's only one, like, when those encounters start, there's only one way of cleansing debuffs. And that is that one character has a basic attack that automatically cleanses his own debuffs. Problem, he can't attack when he's asleep. Like, yes, if you are attacked while you sleep, you automatically wake up. But guess what can happen? Your healer gets slapped, and everyone just decided that everyone else is more deserving of a slap to the face all of a sudden.
God.
So I genuinely like where it's going, but there is clearly, like, still improvements to be done. So I did just point out the entire everything that I personally saw. But there's also, like, a thing where, like, yes, you can get other weapons, but the weapon they use will always be, like, the treasured item that they arrived with. So my thought was, like, maybe make it so the attacks aren't items, they're, like, weird gems or something that turn into, like, a trinket fitting for the item. Because, like, they're students at an academy, so maybe, like, the girl that has a book, it turns into, like, fucking bookmarks in her book. And she uses those, and the lore explanation is that she uses the attacks by opening the book to the bookmarks to use that specific trait given to her weapon. Or the fucking hockey stick of the main character has suddenly, like, different sections of the stick have tape that represent the different gems, and grouping it by those taped areas causes that effect. The only problem is the last character, because that motherfucker's running around with a fucking replica katana. Oh, fuck you.
There's not much you can really.
I mean, unless we just say, like, this motherfucker's running around with, like, 4 sword sheaths, and whichever sheath he sheaths it in before attacking is the one that has the effect.
Yeah, like, I need a stun. Let's see, that's the left top one.
Like, this motherfucker walking around like Benkei Master of Weapons. Except that it's only fucking scabbards. Hold on, let me get the Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I think I know exactly what card you're thinking of.
Armed Samurai Benkei! Oh, fucking OTK! Like, this motherfucker, instead of weapons, it's just like sword sheaths for days.
Yes, this dude. I remember this card.
Did you know that this card is censored?
Yeah. Yeah, didn't they have to, like... I forget what it was, but they removed, like, was it a certain weapon?
Oh no, he is peppered with arrows.
Oh.
Like the stateside version doesn't have any of the arrows, but the original version had him just
Has arrows.
like here is
kebabbed.
the uncensored version.
Okay, yeah, he's just kebabbed.
Wow.
Welcome to censorship in the States.
And yes,
And,
there was like a meta deck that was literally all about getting this guy out and then just equipping it with as many equip spells as possible because it's just an OTK.
Oh my god. Of course someone did that.
Yeah, that was like an actual like fucking meta threat at some point.
I was gonna say
Like
that
back
sounds
in the
it could have
day.
been broken for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. But now here we are. Fucking despairing at fucking Ryzio and Malice. Malice is a fucking tier 0 deck in fucking Master Duel now.
I have not touched anything Yu-Gi-Oh in so long. It terrifies me.
I-
with the amount of stuff.
I will say I like the idea behind the theming of the Malice cards. Because while the fucking the fucking TCG decided to call it this, the OCG went with some different. Hold on, let me just...
Yeah, I think
I can't actually type the thing out, sadly.
I think I stopped around the 5Ds era with the synchro summons. I liked that, but after that it started getting way too much complication.
Like, Synchro was still easy.
Yeah. Yeah, but afterwards it was like, what the hell is even happening here anymore? To me.
This is what the archetype is called in OCG.
Oh god.
Because the entire theming of Malice as an archetype is Alice in Wonderland characters.
Okay. So
But they have malware as a naming convention.
Interesting, but also sounds like it would be a pain to learn a lot of it.
I mean the learning is just learn the combos. Like, and the names are just Malice P Chessy Cat because it's Cheshire Cat, and Malice P Dormouse because it's based on Dormouse. Like, it's all just Alice in Wonderland characters, but then they like put in like some reference to malware. Like, hold on, let me just... Yeah, for example, Chessy Cat is because it's always Malice P Chessy Cat because the P is always pawn, and then the link monsters are Q, which are queens. And like Chessy Cat is based on Cheshire Cat, the character, and it's based on the malware Black Cat. Dormouse is based on Dormouse, and the malware is Mousejack. March Hare is the fucking March Hare, and the malware is Hare because there is a malware called Hare. White Rabbit is, of course, the White Rabbit, and it's based on Bad Rabbit. Hearts Cryptor is based on the Queen of Hearts, and it's based on Cryptor. Red Ransom is the Red Queen, and it's based on Ransomware. And White Binder is the White Queen, and it's based on Filebinder. And then the trap cards. The trap cards are the actually difficult thing to fucking memorize, because the trap cards have fucking names such as fucking Malice C MTP dash 07, Malice C GWC 0 dash 06, and Malice C TB dash 11.
Wasn't one of those cards like banned or something because
No.
of how you could use it? You could keep making someone draw the cards.
Not as far as I know. But yeah, like, also Malice in the Mirror is based on the Looking Glass, and Malice in Underground is the entrance to the Wonderland. And MTP-07 is called that because it is based on Chapter 7 of Alice in Wonderland, namely a Mad Tea Party MTP.
Okay.
Then GWC-06 is Grin Without a Cat, which is Chapter 6. And TB is A Twinkling Begins with a T, which is quote from Chapter 11, Who Stole the Tots. Now, of all of that, I do feel the need to just show the card art for GWC-06, because... yes.
Oh my god.
The smugness is
I
palpable.
love it.
And of
I
course,
honestly
that is
love
Chessie Cat.
My word.
That is like the smuggest level of smug.
Yeah, that it's smug aura.
It is! She is based on Cheshire Cat, so it makes sense. Yeah. Anyways. Like, may I cry? I don't know, are you a devil?
Damn it.
今の夢に向かって頑張りたくて子供を作るとかは今すぐにはまだもちろん将来的にはそうなれると幸せだなと思ってて涼介もそう思ってくれてると嬉しいなって
My first thought was, in this economy.
I don't know why, but like my first thought was that his dad, like suddenly it's just like snap cuts to his dad holding back Ryosuke with a pen in hand, like, let me go! I'm designing a fucking family house for 2 adults and 4 kids!
You could see that somehow.
What, like a complete psychopath.
The golden retriever has become a Doberman.
Why has it turned into a Belgian Malinois? What happened?
Actually, you know what? Since I mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh earlier, let me also bring up another fucking...
We've gone down the rabbit hole, folks.
For future requests of Yu-Gi-Oh plays and podcasts, please tell us in the comments if that's a good idea.
Honestly, God, I would actually adore to be allowed to be a fucking judge for Master Duel Master Chef, because I personally have an idea.
Oh boy.
Context: Master Duel Master Chef is literally just everyone is given a prompt by a judge that is brought on. And based on the prompt, they have to make a deck and play it against each other. And then at the end, everyone gets additional points based on judging. Which previous prompts included things like... what was it again? One included fruits. Another was pendulum summoning Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then one other one was cards with die in it, but no one is allowed to use the same cards, which was one of the worst fucking prompts in the fucking history of the fucking series. But the entire joke was that the guy who made the prompt took the prompt from the comments to prove that you guys don't have better ideas, all your ideas also suck, and the person who I took the prompt from was in the chat during the stream calling it bad, and then just casually fucking forgetting that like not mentioning
it.
Yeah, he adjusted it. The original prompt that he was because the judge was Dymax. So his idea was, yes, the next prompt they should bring on Dymax as the judge, and the prompt just being cards that include Die Greffer, the warrior, or have a die in the name. But the entire idea of you're not, like, no one is allowed to, like, first off, he adjusted the card needs to have die in the name and die in the card art at the same time, which already restricted the cards. And then also the bullshit, no one is allowed to use the same die card, was also something he made up. And then he fucking was like, oh, I'm such a mastermind. Like, no, you're fucking not.
That's negative IQ.
But yeah, like,
that limit the decks in that regard.
But yeah, anyways, as I was trying to say, one new archetype that was announced is the K9 archetype, which is a police force of werewolves and so on.
That's actually pretty badass.
People saw that archetype being announced and immediately made this joke.
Of course they did. I'm not even surprised. Oh man, that just reminded me. Did you guys ever use the what is it called? The create your own Yu-Gi-Oh card site?
Actually, never did. No.
It was such a fun thing back in in grade school.
I always just kind of played the game. I was happy with that. I used to adore Ancient Gear. I mean, I still do. Something that I actually have done as a joke, for fun, was ask ChatGPT to come up with a fucking archetype.
I am surprised the site is still up.
What do you... Oh, that one is still up. Yeah, well, yeah, why wouldn't it be? There's no reason to take it down. Anyways.
It's just that I was just thinking, it's like... God, how old is it? Like, it's got to be almost 20 years old. If that's the case.
God, what one card made with Card Maker that was entirely meant as a meme is like, hold on, fucking... Like, this card was entirely made as a meme making fun of what, like, Cyber's cards sometimes sound like. Cyberburst being like a new type like warrior that was added with Brains, aka the Link monster Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And it's just Cyber's Dum Dum. If you control a Cyber's monster, special summon this card from your hand. If you link summon a Cyber's monster with this card, fuck it. Put this card back on the field. If this card is in your graveyard, special summon it, then summon its brother, Cyber's Derp Derp, from your hand, deck, or graveyard. If this card is banished, special summon it, and a second cousin Cyber's Crap from your deck. If you link summon Cyber's Bullshit using this card, fuck it. Give it an Omni Negate. And as much of a meme as that is, by God, some Cyber's monsters sound exactly like that. It's honestly God, not even funny.
Again, as someone who has not been in the Yu-Gi-Oh scene since 5D's era, a lot of the stuff confuses the shit out of me. So
to me, I was not a fan of Xyz cards already, because Xyz cards were kind of stupid to me with the whole, like, yes, take two cards, put them on top of each other, then put another card on top of each other. That just kind of, like, felt stupid. But I was still alright with it from a balance standpoint, because it didn't feel as... It didn't feel that bad yet. It just felt like a different flavor of Synchro Summon for now.
Okay, fair enough.
Then Pendulum came.
Yeah, I heard you say Pendulum Summon Blue Eyes earlier, and I'm thinking, what the hell is Pendulum? Is that like special summon?
A Pendulum Summon is a former special summon. Essentially, they added 2 new zones. And here's the thing. Back when Pendulum Summon was a new thing, those were actually new zones. Now, Pendulum zones are just the rightmost and leftmost spell trap zones. Before, they were 2 extra zones.
Okay.
And essentially, what you would do is, if you have 2 Pendulum monsters, because Pendulums are monsters at the same time, you can either summon them if you want, or you can put them in the Pendulum zone. And if you have 2 monsters in the pendulum zones, you can use a pendulum summon. And the pendulum summon allows you to special summon as many monsters from your hand and face up extra deck as you want, as long as their levels are between the pendulum scales of the 2 pendulum monsters. Because pendulum monsters have a scale. So if you have a one pendulum monster with a pendulum scale of 1 and another with a pendulum scale of 8, you're allowed to special summon as many monsters that range from level 7 to level 2 as you can from your hand or face up on the extra deck, because pendulum monsters, no, if they destroyed, they don't go to the graveyard. They go to your face up extra deck.
Oh my god.
Is this retarded? Yes.
It sounds like it. It sounds it's.
With the
almost
invention
a
of
random-
link summoning, however, monsters from the extra deck are only allowed to be special summoned into the extra monster zone, which is a new zone that was added, or a zone a link monster points to, because link monsters have link arrows that point to other zones. And link monster is only allowed to be summoned to the extra monster zone or a zone a link monster points to. It is retarded. Anyways, back to what we were doing. I do. I think so too.
涼介嬉しい。ありがとう。お母様すみません。いろいろと勝手なことを言ってしまって。
いいのよ。リッカちゃんがこの子との将来を考えてくれてるって分かっただけでも嬉しいもの。
まだまだいろいろと勉強中の身ですが、これからもお世話になります。
いいえいいえ、こちらこそよろしくね。
They lower their heads to one another.
てかあれね、子供は無理でも婚姻届くらいは出して。
Just stop with that already. We leave the house trying to escape from my mom's schemes to make Rikka her daughter. Sorry, she's always like that.
楽しいお母様で、私は好きよ。
If you say so. Just feels like you're seeing a really embarrassing part of my family.
お母様なりに気遣ってくれてるんだと思うわ。私が溶け込めるように。
I doubt she thought that hard about it. She's probably just enjoying herself. Oh yeah, by the way, something I haven't mentioned actually yet. My shifts for work might get fucky next week. Essentially, we have a part-timer now that it works 8 hours a week while still attending school. And next week, apparently, he does not have time on Friday or Saturday. However, those two are also the days where one of my colleagues would essentially be alone in the evening. So for next week, they just say, you know what? This part-timer has to do my job on Tuesday, which is like handle the new delivery of drink crates, while I have to come in on both Friday and Saturday evening to help with shit. Which, essentially, after my shift this Friday, I virtually have a week off. Really?
Oh, I guess that's alright then. But it must mess with you scheduling kind of thing.
Well, not really. Like, I usually always try to keep Friday and Saturday free because I never know if I'm gonna have a Friday shift or a Saturday shift.
Okay, fair point.
Like, the only shift that is always certain is the Tuesday shift. Hence why I have my appointment with the barber next week on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. Which, by the way, is funny in itself because originally I applied for both an appointment to have my hair cut and my beard cut. Because I always do that when going to the barbershop. And for just hair, they would factor in 30 minutes, but for hair and beard, they would have to factor in 45 minutes. However, they had literally no slots that were 45 minutes anytime soon. So I just decided, you know what, fuck it, just like come at 9 a.m. to get your hair cut, and then come again at 2 to get your beard cut. And I was like, you know what, if that's the only possibility, sure, fuck it. And literally like 10 minutes later, they suddenly call again, you know what, fuck it, just come at 2.
At least that works out well for you.
Mm-hmm. And Bob was just enjoying himself. Judge Biology was like, oh, I'm so jealous of you too. You're just like your father and me in the past the other day. Anyway, we need to find somewhere to live soon.
そのことなんだけど、ピアノはいいわ。家に帰っても弾けるし、大学にもあるもの。
But it'd be convenient to have one at home too, right? The main thing that's getting in the way of her home search is piano for Rikka. Piano needs a decent amount of space, thick walls for soundproofing, and a strong floor. All the places that fit that description are really expensive. Those requirements are some that Rikka's parents pointed out to us, along with a wonderful show of support. First is that we're going to take the piano at Rikka's house right now with us. If we're going to take piano at Rikka's house with us right now with us, that would fit the bill for moving it. That was the first time I learned that you need to hire specialty movers to move a piano. Yeah, quite frankly, pianos aren't even safe with specialty movers, considering
Because
some
a lot
clips
of
I've seen.
times- Yeah, because a lot of times those things can still get demolished.
Why do you think so many cartoons have falling pianos?
I was thinking that. I was thinking of the Tom and Jerry with the piano breaking and landing on Tom.
Yeah.
God,
That's
I
a
still
trope.
find it so fucking funny that Deathbad decided, you know what, let's fucking make Tom and Wile E. Coyote fight.
That is very weird, actually. I was
Yeah.
not expecting that.
You wanna guess who won?
Was it Coyote?
Yes.
I knew.
Entirely because the entire reason why Coyote fails is literally fucking God-given guidance by the creator of Wile E. Coyote himself, because like he literally says that his failings are only ever allowed to be because of his own incompetence. And he is never allowed to win against the Roadrunner specifically. The problem is, it specifies the Roadrunner, and in one of the newer movies, Wily made a gun with like a that shoots like a liquid that essentially got rid of the cartoon factor, or the loony DNA as it calls it. So all the like cartoon logic doesn't really work that way anymore, and literally the only way that they managed to like beat Wily at the end is by the Roadrunner breaking one of the rules given by that creator, namely that the Roadrunner is never allowed to intentionally harm the Coyote. And I do still recommend checking it out, just because like did you know that there is an officially Warner Brothers licensed Chinese Tom and Jerry gacha?
No.
Well, it exists, and because it's officially licensed, they had to factor that in. Which means that
Sorry for laughing,
the
but I was
Mouse
so
King
caught up.
exists now.
The
Which is
Mouse
literally
King.
just the Monkey King, but as a mouse. And the mouse is Jerry. And Lang is Tom now.
What?
And they fight to protect the world tree.
Oh my god.
It's some wild shit!
It sounds like it.
Like the best thing that the best example I could say is like, it has the same energy as that one fucking Korean or Chinese Pokemon gacha. Hold on. Hold on, like, can I find the video real quick? It's like this insane fucking Pokemon gacha. With like weird ass cinematics. Hold on.
What? That just sounds like a computerized version, or indeed another computerized version of the trading card game, because after a fashion that kind of turns into it. Note to self, hide the Pokemon cards I still have. A lot of them are first eds. I'm going to sink that shipping container. Also, Bud, you've been dead quiet this entire time. You okay, though?
Yeah, hold on.
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh, you mean Bud?
Yeah, it's just I didn't really have anything to add to substance, so I didn't want to. Bless you.
At first, for a moment, I thought maybe he fell asleep and call again.
The last time
Oh,
that
God.
happened, poor guy was
Actual
so
fucking...
Sure enough.
Actual fucking skill animation from some weird ass Chinese Pokemon gacha. And that's not even the weirdest one.
From the Gardevoir community on Reddit, you know there's hella porn in there.
Yeah,
I was
of
thinking
course
that
it
Like,
is.
this isn't even the worst one. Like, I can't find the one that I saw, like, ages ago, sadly, but...
Of course it's Gardevoir.
There's a worse Gardevoir one, but even more so than that, there's like an oddly fucking sick Mewtwo one. Maybe it's like an ear. No, it's not an ear. Should be able to find it reasonably quickly here. Was it this? Well, even if it was that, I can't fucking view it because the account got suspended. I don't think it was, though. God. Like, specifically because, like, the one I saw of Mewtwo is like... That Mewtwo has fucking Doomfist energy. God, why can I not fucking find it? That's pissing me off. Can't be that hard. No, there we go. Found it. Found the fucking link. Copy link. There's also like this weird ass buzzwall animation. Hold on. Here's the fucking Mewtwo one.
Okay, why is that actually pretty awesome, Bo?
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh, it gets harder. And this is the fucking Buzzwole one, which is like weirdly homoerotic.
Okay, that ending shot from YouTube was crazy.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And yeah, what the fuck is this buzz wall?
Like, the buzz wall is gay as shit.
I never thought I'd see something like that, but alright.
I do specifically also, like, remember a fucking wild fucking God of War 1 that this man also posted that I can't find right now. Oh, never mind. I believe I just found it.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, I just did. Jesus fucking Christ.
My question is, do I even want to see it?
Well, you have no choice in the matter, because I'm sending it anyway.
Dear God.
Why am I not surprised in the slightest?
Actually, this man also posted like a compilation of every fucking God of War animation specifically for some reason.
You know the reason. We all do.
It's only a matter of time before something like that.
A whole minute of animation for it.
Oh, this is like the fucking second God of War animation, but like more of a meme format. Because like, Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck is up with that game, bro?
Okay, that first one was pretty alright. Like, it was tame. The second one, it's not even close.
Oh, the second one was also like mildly censored, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, that like I just posted the.
What is some of this?
They've got way too much time on their hands. Yeah, sorry, this isn't about Hoshi Ori at all anymore.
This shit's
is about,
mad.
Like, I will give props to for the ones doing the art and all that. They have skill, but...
Well, yeah, but why Pokemon?
Yeah.
I wondered about that.
Try to look for some other Gooner gacha that actually has like human characters.
Pokemon does have good human characters. They just never use.
Yes.
No, yeah.
I could say something very incriminating right about now.
Oh no! What are you gonna say? There's so many things that could come out of this.
You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me just make a my mental catalog. All right, say a hold on. Let me just write down.
You know what? If you showed me this last one you sent first, I would have believed that this was the official.
Totally.
With how crazy the rest of it has been.
All right, someone's saying number between 1 and 6.
Alright.
4.
4.
I would fuck the shit out of Cynthia.
I agree.
Yes.
On the internet, I don't think I can find anyone who wouldn't.
Fair, valid.
Like,
valid point.
So many people where I recently decided, because like there's weirdly like a lot of fan art that is like Cynthia with Lucamine, so I was like, how old would Cynthia be in Pokemon Sun and Moon? And we know the age of Red in Sun and Moon, so I was gonna really like try to reverse engineer it essentially by checking was there ever an appearance with both Red and Cynthia, and then like see the age of Cynthia then to add up. But even in Gen 4, Cynthia does not have an official age. But I saw so many people that were like, "Oh yeah, she's like in her 30s," and like, no.
I was thinking. I know in. I think.
Like,
I think
so the people that the people that said 30s are like the main argument that I keep seeing people bring up is fucking Volkner and Flint, which are like I think 23 and 25 respectively, and they're like really immature, so clearly she has to be older. And I just sit there like, wow, whoop-de-fucking-do, men in their 20s not being mature. What's unusual there? Like,
girls mature faster than guys anyway.
yeah,
in general.
Cynthia to me gives the energy of like college, like university student in her last year that has all her lessons already done and is now just like pursuing her hobby of archaeology, or like alternatively someone that just finished their degree and is now working with archaeology or something like that. Like that's the energy I get for Cynthia personally.
Yeah, career driven. Also, who wants to see a goth version of same?
Go ahead.
Me.
Nice.
Me.
I feel like
Now, by the way, in case y'all were asking what the numbers was about, I wrote down these numbers and these characters, and whatever number was named, I was gonna say that character.
Okay. Rosa.
They didn't have to make Cynthia so goddamn hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like also, I, you know what? Fuck it. I would fuck the shit out of Hilda, Skyla, Cynthia, Hex, and Lucamine. I specifically am mentioning those because like Hilda was supposed to be like 16 and like Black and White 1, which means she's 18 by the time Black and White 2 rolls around, and time has passed since then as well.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's what I never get with a lot of people too. Just because we brought up that topic of it, the ones who always say like, "Oh, this character's underage," but it's like, if you're using that logic, would you not use the logic then that in real time they would age the same? Like
here's the thing,
you
that
could say
that
something
logic
like
that logic works if the characters look a bit too young, because like at that point like you're attracted to the young looking one, and then mentioning the age thing, like age, like yes, maybe they'll age, well they'll also grow up, and who knows, considering you like the fucking lolly, you're probably not gonna like her when she looks older at that point.
Yeah, like the ones I bring up examples like that for is like the characters that it's like they're 17 and busty character kind of trope, and it's like, oh, but they're a minor. It's like, yeah, they've been a minor for over 10 years in that anime format or whatever.
Something that I will always find like oddly funny when it comes to like common tropes when it comes to fan art is like logically, considering they're both Gen 5 protags, Rosa and Hilda are paired a lot. I like the very common thing that you see so fucking often is like, yes, Rosa got the tits while Hilda got the ass.
Yeah.
Like, yes, there's artists that decide to make them with like pretty similar proportions, but like so fucking frequently it's just like, Hilda has ass for days while Rosa has tits for days.
Oh, right, before I forget again, going back to like the Cynthia age thing, I could be wrong, but I feel like in the Diamond and Pearl anime canon or whatever, I think at one point they referenced she was like 19 or 20.
Look what thanks.
But this was years ago, so I could be wrong. Actually, what year was that? That was like 2009 to 2012?
There's also in the anime she has like a weird obsession with ice cream. Also, like the fucking example, like one of the examples in question. Like a bit overblown, but still like a lot of it is essentially that. Also, the first image on Gelburu when you look Rosa and Hilda together up is currently this.
Okay.
Which makes sense, I guess. We are on July 9th. We can infer yourself what that means. Anyways, let's get back into this.
Yeah,
Diamond and Pearl is older. Sorry, it's 2007.
Yeah.
Was the English air date.
Yeah.
God, I feel so much older now too.
I
So do I.
remember on one, like, I remember on that I played fucking, I beat the Elite Four on Pokemon Pearl on fucking the second day of Easter. Like Easter Monday. While we were over at my fucking friend's, not at my friend's, at my grandma's house to celebrate Easter, I was sitting on the couch and I was playing the fucking Elite Four, and like, sure, I had some problems, but I just, back then I just assumed I wasn't really that good at video games. Like, I just did the thing I like to do most instead of doing anything optimally or something like that. Like, even back then, I was like, yes, I'll like mainly use like these two Pokemon in my party. Also, back then, for some reason, like, I only caught male Pokemon. Because, like, I was in like a you girls phase, essentially, which, you know, is fair considering I do believe I've talked about my incident in kindergarten.
Yes. Yes, I believe so.
But yeah, and like, yeah, it was difficult, but like, I wouldn't say I really struggled that badly. Like, sure, it took me like 2 attempts to beat Cynthia, but it wasn't, overall, it wasn't that bad, in my opinion. So like, the meme of like being mentally scarred by Cynthia as a kid is like funny and all about that, but like, I don't, at the same time, I kind of don't exactly get it.
You were too blockheaded and stubborn.
I mean, you say that, but like I said, I only needed 2 tries. Like, anyways, let's move on. This is the first thing that I learned. The second is that if you aren't able to find a space for a grand piano, they will provide us with an upright piano. The third is that they would take on paying the rent for a place that would have enough room for a piano. It was the best offer we could possibly ask for. Rikka and I talked things over together and gratefully accepted their aid regarding the piano. The thought of a piano would be indispensable for Rikka, and I thought a piano would be indispensable for Rikka, and it was something that I could never be able to accomplish with the meager means currently available to me. But we politely declined their offer to pay our rent, saying we'd like to be as independent as possible. I was naive. We could make do and find a place that would had what we needed if we just looked hard enough.
あなたは悪くないわ。私も同じよ。それに精一杯探してくれたでしょ。
I wish that I actually produced some results though. Erika, how about we pick that place the realtor showed us the other day?
でも結構高かったわよ。
It wouldn't be impossible to pick up an extra job for when I don't have anything to do at the firm.
ダメよ。こんなことで無理してほしくないわ。
This is exactly what I'd want to be overexerting myself for.
あなたの気持ちは嬉しいわ。でも私の気持ちも分かって。
Do you want a piano?
弾きたいけど、そういうことが言いたいんじゃないの。
You know what Rick's trying to say? He's trying to prioritize me over having a place with a piano. That just makes me feel so weak and pathetic. I'm bitter about not being able to provide any part of a satisfying lifestyle for her. I want to do it for her, even if that means a little extra strain on my part. It's the pointless pride of a man. Uncle Azuma! Hi.
It's going to be fawning in a few minutes, isn't it?
Did you?
ご無沙汰してます。
お、リッカちゃん、久しぶり。またいつでも事務所に遊びに来なさい。美人は目の保養になる。
はい、ありがとうございます。
んで、何を揉めてたんだ？
Well...
悩める青少年を救ってやる。ほら、ついてこい。どうせ
Right.
そりゃ思い切ったもんだな。いや、いいんじゃないか。俺は好きだぞ、そういうの。で、決めたはいいけど、ピアノを置けるだけの部屋が見つからないと。
Yes.
な、家の価格ってのは、築年数、立地条件、 間取り、設備、その他いろんなもんで設定されてる。当然、条件が良くなれば値段も高くなる。建築家を目指すやつが家の価値くらい見切れなくてどうする？
I was naive to think we could find some within our budget if we just prioritized the floor plan and facilities and compromised on the rest. I was wrong. I have no words with which to explain myself.
最近はここいらも急激に開発が進んで、昔ながらの物件は年々減少してる。んで、見つからなかったからって諦めるのか？
No, keep looking.
残念だが、いくら探したってお前の望む物件はこの辺りじゃ見つからないぞ。少なくともお前より事情に明るい俺が言うんだ。信じる信じないはお前次第だがな。
Yasuma Architectural Firm is far above the best well-known firm in Shionagi. He's well acquainted with the realtors in the area. He must be telling the truth.
リッカちゃんはどう思ってる？
私はピアノはなくても構いません。ピアノは他でも弾けます。でも彼と住める場所は一つしかありませんから。
それほどこいつと一緒に住みたいわけだ。愛されてるな。リッカちゃんの愛の深さに免じて俺が一肌脱いでやろう。
But I thought you said that there wasn't anyone nearby.
それは成功法で不動産屋を当たった時だ。俺を誰だと思ってやがる。
Alright, calm down there, Kamina. Who the hell do you think we are? It's a slightly old apartment in a hilly area, in walking distance of the university. Is it really okay for Is it really okay for us to live in a place this nice for so little? The amount we're being asked for is about a fourth of the budget we had agreed on. It's way too cheap.
いいのよ。この部屋ね、私の娘がピアニストになりたいって言って特別に作ってあげた部屋なのね。でも途中でやめちゃってね。ピアノはもう処分しちゃったんだけどね。私も熱心に応援してた手前、娘がお嫁に行っても誰かに貸す気がしなくてね。夢に向かって頑張ってる二人っていうの素敵だと思ってね。ピアノ頑張ってちょうだいね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
The landlady grabs Rika's hand with both hands and whips it up and down. She seems like a really nice landlady. Thank you very much, teacher. Seems like I've ended up relying on you again.
人脈も立派な己の財産だ。お前はちゃんと自分でここを見つけたんだよ。
Please allow me to thank you for your help sometime.
赤蔵が何言ってるんだ。そんな暇あったら仕事を一つでも覚えろ。リッカちゃんのあの笑顔が見られただけで報酬は十分だよ。
He ruffles my hair. We're both watching Rika.
はい、その時は相談させていただきます。
Smiling happily as she talks with the landlady.
Too late, mate.
I don't know. Make a vow. I'm gonna keep protecting that smile.
こんなところにいたのね。
Yeah, I thought I'd get one last good look at the school because I probably won't see this place for a while. Rick stands next to me and looks up at the school too. I do sometimes feel like the odd urge to just go back to my fucking school and just look around.
Yeah, I think we all do at least once.
The hallmark of being old.
To be honest with you, as is always the case, my secondary school built up a lot after I left.
I haven't seen mine, like the school that I essentially dropped out of, in fucking ages. Rick stands next to me and looks up at the school too. Close my eyes and countless memories easily come to mind. Something just happened. Too much to imagine. Or that it all only happened in a little less than 2 years. Met lots of friends, and I got a single precious girlfriend.
青春の1ページいただき最後まで夏希はブレないわね。それが私ですから。
Zach was holding a tube containing a certificate of graduation, just like we are. You're gonna go to a vocational school, right?
そうよ。カメラの勉強を本格的にしようと思って。そういうあんたたちは同じ大学でしょ？しかも同性のおまけ付きで。いやー、これはさすがに私も初めて聞かされた時はびっくりしちゃったわよ。
I guess you could say it's for our future.
ますますカメラの腕に磨きをかけておかなきゃいけますますカメラの腕に磨きをかけておかなきゃいけなくなったわ。リッカ、一生に一度の純白姿バッチリ綺麗に撮ってあげるわよ。もう気が早すぎよ。でも落ち着いたら連絡するから遊びに来てね。もち、同性カップルのダダーまでただれた生活興味あるわ。友達の前でくらい節度は守るわ。
Only my friends are over. Rikka, you're not denying her point like that, you know? It's not like I think we're gonna live like saints either. Oh. Flap flap, some birds take flight from a nearby tree. It's a group of swallows celebrating us a little early. Well, either way, congratulations on graduating. Today, we leave the nest. Symbolism.
Lovely symbolism.
April. Cherry blossoms dance. Oh, so that's a cherry tree out front. That's awesome. The ground is absolutely covered in pink flower petals outside the window. Flowers are in full bloom.
本当に綺麗。これでいいわね。こっちはすぐに必要になりそうなものは整理できたわ。そっちは？
Now here's a very interesting fact, by the way. Did you know that when you enter adulthood, you no longer have a phone?
So true.
I mean, I understand why they did it, because, like, if you opened contacts, they would have to, like, update the contacts and shit like that constantly. And the adult arc as well. So I understand why they would get rid of it. That does feel kind of sad to no longer have the phone.
Yeah, it's like we don't need this anymore. Yeet, and then you don't get in contact with anyone anymore.
I mean, like, that's adulthood.
Yeah, it is. It's too
Try to
real.
organise hanging out. Never do. Die.
Like, you know what? I just realized that I should probably, like, fucking... send that one here as well.
Thinking about that, it makes it kind of more depressing. I haven't actually talked to any of my school friends and all that in years.
Yeah, same.
The only school friends that I've talked to is, like, one elementary school friend and another elementary school friend that went to the same, like, further education than me, but then, like, quit school even earlier than I did and went to, like, a lower level of school. Just because, like, the man just sometimes walks into the grocery shop where I work while I have my shift. Sylvie's odd to see that man in a fucking police uniform.
Wow.
Yeah, which is extra funny considering that we have previously talked about his worries. Like, oh man, he doesn't even want to see, like, the final price tag on fucking GTA 6. It's like, ah yes, the cop complaining about GTA 6 being expensive because he wants to play it. There's a comedy here.
The pressure relief valve.
Now that I think about it, I think the last time I talked to any of my friends that way was the beginning of my brain injury. One of my friends I hung out with, I hadn't seen him in a long time because of it as well. He had his jaw dislocated and everything.
So what? You met you met brother in the hospital?
No, it was at his place, but he got into a fist fight with someone and they broke his jaw.
Ah,
Ow.
So he was always a scrapper like that too. Like he always picked fights with a lot of people at school.
it's still it's still fascinating how I've never broken a bone, even though I too was one of the kids that would constantly like fucking fight people.
Using the phrase "the beginning of my brain injury" was unintentionally funny.
I mean, I guess you got a point.
Wow, so before you became an anime fan.
Actually, just about. I think I got into anime the year before it happened.
Oh, so
Dear God, you're
so
so
anime
right.
is at fault for the brain injury. Okay.
Yeah, because I started watching certain shows, then I got the brain injury, and it's like, well, I can't do anything, so I might as well binge watch stuff. And by that point, I binge watched Bleach 13 times, I think, during that time.
I think the anime that I've like completely binge watched the most in my life is Ronotsukaima. Pretty sure I watched that show like 7 or 8 times. Anyways, we're drifting off again. Pretty much done unpacking now. It's the beginning of a new season, start of a new life. It was the first day Rick and I are living together.
りょうすけ
Very nice new outfit, by the way. Turn away from the window
That is a
towards
very
Rikka.
nice outfit.
With like
Sorry,
those kinds of slits, like all I can think is like, ah yes, insert hands.
My admiration was a little delayed. That's my bad.
Your admiration
I
was the
just
least
thought-
delayed out of everyone here, apparently. Outside of me,
I
I
had
guess.
to process that shit.
I mean, you say that, but yeah, you commented while Kellen and Eagle just kind of like sat there.
We were just silently captivated. Don't mind us.
So you're sitting on her knees, directly facing me.
今日から末永くよろしくお願いします
She brings her fingers together for a very proper bow. Likewise for me. I bow my head back. Stay like that for a while. Then I raise my head.
なんだかくすぐったいわね
We look at each other and smile. Let's hold off on organizing the rest of our stuff for now and go out shopping. There's a lot we still need to buy.
そうねペアのお箸とかお茶碗とかカップとかお部屋のキーストラップとか歯ブラシとかあとパジャマもね
I remember we promised to go buy them together. It was back when I stayed the night during a hurricane during high school. But isn't going to be kind of inconvenient to have all our stuff match. I know we need to buy that stuff, but still. We've both gotten plates and stuff from our families for guest use, kind of stuff that our parents had been keeping stowed away for gifting purposes. But my parents suggested to me that it'd be a good idea for us to buy what we'll typically be using ourselves. They said it'd make our life together feel richer.
ダメかしらあなたとお揃いにしたいなってずっと思ってたの
Well, we're finally living together, so I might as well go all the way. We might as well go all the way. I could never deny her when she looked at me pleadingly like that.
りょうすけ大好き
Yeah.
She presses herself against my chest. She rubs her cheek against me like she always does.
私の好きな匂い
It's still a very nice hairpin.
Yeah.
It's not new or anything, but it's still nice. Smell good too, Rikka? Also, you know we can't go shopping like this.
もうちょっとだけここであなたと暮らすのよねドキドキしすぎて死んじゃいそう
You say that every now and then, don't you? About how you might die.
自覚はないけど口癖なんだと思う。
And there we go again.
自覚はないけど
Fucking, she got distracted by Ryosuke's rockhead hard abs.
勝手に口から出ちゃうみたいなの。
She inherited the hesitation from her dad.
Sounds like I might be hearing about how you might die every day from now on then.
きっとそうなるわ。だってこれからずっとあなたと一緒なんだもの。
I think I might die too. Pull Rikka closer, she giggles and hug her tight. It's just so much fun talking with her about silly stuff like this. The hair clips fits you so well. Was it new?
あなたがプレゼントしてくれたものだもの。
I gave it to her as a present last year. It was also to celebrate our 1-year anniversary together. I meticulously planned everything, as this was the first time I'd ever celebrated my girlfriend's birthday.
Natsuki たちが今日は思いっきり楽しんできなさいって言ってくれたの。
Damn, better give her my thanks. Rikka's birthday falls on a weekday this year, so the only free time we have is after school. I planned to rope everyone else into my plans, but I ultimately decided it would be better for us to celebrate by ourselves first.
それとね、目いっぱい愛してもらいなさい。
With a thump, my heart starts racing. Rikka sits next to me, snuggles up against my shoulder, and looks up at me with anticipation. Yeah, what's the plan? We look at each other, exchanging sheepish smiles. They're both pretty flustered. She closes hers as if she's demanding her eyes, as if she's demanding a kiss. I'm actually to pamper you a lot today, Rikka.
ずっとピアノの練習で、ついこの前コンクールが終わったばかりだし、なかなかこういうのできなかったんだもの。最近は毎日がとても充実してるけど、涼介との時間も大切にしたいわ。それとも涼介は寂しくない？
You know, for some reason I feel quite fine.
バカ。
Probably so cute. Well, just she knows I'm only teasing her. Well, just she knows I'm only teasing her. I know that she isn't actually angry. Even if I'm on the sidelines, I'm so ecstatic to see how sparkling you are when you're giving it your all, pursuing your dream. There's no greater joy than being able to see you like that every day.
涼介。
Even with our small chats at school and on the phone, I still crave for times like this.
私も。
Joyfully blushes, clinging tightly onto my arm in the meantime. Feel her tenderness and warmth. Beyond that, her warmth tells me just how happy she is.
前より
She feels.
涼介と会える時間が少なくなった分、もっと濃密な時間を過ごしたいわ。
Is that why you wanted a kiss?
欲しいの。意地悪しないで。キスして。
Kaylin, close your eyes then. She closed her eyes yet again and phrased her job words. Give her feminine tender lips a single kiss.
一回だけ。
You want more?
目いっぱい愛してくれるって。涼介が目いっぱいたくさん私の体に刻みつけてほしいの。
Jesus Christ. I'd be happy to oblige, but if we do that, your birthday will come to an end, you know?
それはちょっと困るわ。誕生日パーティーの後まで取っておいてもいい？
Hold on for a second, please. Hold on for a second. My mustache is being quite misbehaved, so I have to hold it down with my hand. Does this advance with spacebar? It does not. Great. With enter? Great, it's with fucking enter. God, I can't wait for the fucking barber appointment. The most annoying thing is the fact that I keep fucking essentially eating my own goddamn mustache.
Yeah, that's gotta be quite uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is why I shave.
I mean, it works until, like, you know, it gets too long.
And then you get my older brother who has a beard of a Middle Eastern prophet. I don't know how he gets around that problem.
I mean, you say that, but look at me.
True, but...
Sure, let's have a preview first. Want me to kiss you elsewhere?
おでことか
Oh.
ほっぺたとか
Going everywhere.
つま先とか
Hey man, communication is imperative.
Number one, I deliver kisses on specific requests.
涼介大好き
Love you so much, too. And every kiss, Rikka shudders with pleasure. Oh no. They are supplying Slanesh with further strength.
Why is there an evil rictus grin coming from the Emperor's Children Marine outside the door? Oh wait, no, it's Lucius the Eternal, he's always like that.
Marathi would be proud. I really need to try the Dark Elves at some point in Warhammer 3. Like, let me, like, fucking... Let me pull up the fucking faction roster. How many which factions have I not tried yet? One...
We're going down so many rabbit holes today.
Let me say that, but... Alright. I have not tried the Chaos Dwarves. Why the fuck would I ever try the Demons of Chaos? If the fucking Warriors of Chaos exist. I've tried the Dwarves. The Dwarves are quite fun. I've tried Grand Cathay. The Jade Court is somewhat funny. I do like execution.png. Green skins! Whoa! I've tried 2 of the flavors of corn. Since there are now 3 flavors with Omens of Destructions. Of Destruction. Which added Gorbad, Golfag, and Skulltaker. And it also added a free new Legendary Lord, and Arbal the Undefeated. I've tried Kislev, and by God, can Kislev go fuck itself.
Is it really that bad?
I don't like Kislev lights. Like, so many of their units are fucking hybrid units, so it's just like they don't feel good in either range or melee. And also, like, it is so fucking difficult to get them to do what you want, because sometimes you're like, oh yeah, like, you're faster than the enemy, and so you can kind of, like, just outkite them, but your units don't automatically run, so it's so annoying. I've never tried Nurgle. I mean, if I try Nurgle, I'm probably gonna try Tamarkan, because by God, Tamarkan is annoying to fight. But I'm probably never gonna try Nurgle anyways. I'm probably never gonna try Ogre Kingdoms either, because, like, Nurgle and Ogre Kingdoms was just a case, like, I want to play... I don't want to play a faction where I don't want to look at my lord. Hold on, what the fuck? The fuck do you mean tormentors? Ties of Torment. DLC for that? Oh, that's gonna be like a new character that they'll add. It's gonna like which legendary lores are they gonna add? Apparently they're gonna add a Slaneshi, a Norskin, Slaneshi and a Norskin lord. Interesting. But yeah, anyways, I've never tried Slanesh. I've never tried the Empire actually.
No. What?
Really?
Yeah, I've never tried the Empire.
German.
I've not actually tried that many of the human factions. I've never tried Siege. I've played as fucking. I've played as Be'lakor. I've played as. God, what's the fucking. Okay, never mind. This list doesn't even this one doesn't even list all the fucking factions for some retarded reason. Hold on. Alright, let's look at all the factions. Come on, give me like an actual fucking overview of the factions, please. Come on. God, why is this so fucking difficult to find? Come on, be simple with me, please. I've tried the Beastmen. I have not and will not try Bretonia. I have not tried... Well, yeah, but of course I won't try the fucking French.
The lady needs you.
Well, the lady also needs to stop being French. Maybe then I'll help her. I haven't tried the Chaos Dwarves. I will never try the Demons of Chaos. Then I've never tried the Dark Elves. I've tried the Dwarves. I've never tried the Empire. I've tried Grand Cathay. I've tried the Greenskins. I've played like 15 minutes of High Elves and then just kind of stopped vibing with them. I hate Kislev. I've tried the Lizardmen slightly.
I love the lizard.
I've dabbled in Norskins. I'm never gonna try ogres. I've played a lot of Skaven. I've never tried the Tomb Kings. I've never tried the Vampire Counts. I played like 10 minutes of Vampire Coast and hated it. I've played a lot of Warriors of Chaos, and I've never tried the Wood Elves. Also, for some reason, this list of factions is missing all the actual full-on Chaos Gods, because because they're all listed as Demons of, even though they're not called Demons of. But yeah, out of those, I've played Khorne, and that's it. Anyways. Finally, our lips reunite, our faces inches apart. The way she blushes is so stunning. While this might be over now, I still want to keep it going. Your shoulders stiff? But constantly moving your arms when you practice piano, yeah? And with the competition, you were playing tons. I thought I could treat some of your pain in whatever way. Well, I guess. She's going straight for the jugular. There's still like the fad disc for Hoshi Ori Yume Mirai that I've never actually touched. Because fun fact, there is a fan disc for Hoshi Ori Yume Mirai.
Heavens.
Yeah, it is
And they
literally
really did a
just
lot.
it is literally just like an maybe like 11-minute affair that is literally just like, hey, here you go. Celebrate celebrate Rikka's birthday.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's a little
That's a-
something on the side.
That sounds like a fun fan disc.
Yeah. Would you like the fact that like the one fan disc that Hoshi Ori Yume Mirai got is literally just like, here you go, you get to celebrate Rikka's birthday, when none of the other games got fan discs except for the most recent one, should tell you something.
That is actually pretty funny.
Eesh. Well, just goes to show how
I s-
popular she is.
Yeah, I still can't fucking wait for Tsukikana to be translated, since the translation group is working on that. Which translation group is this again? Oh, this is... Oh, no. Apparently this is no group. It's just like that they don't have a group name. They're just like people that decide, fuck it. We're gonna sit together and translate this. Oh, never mind. They decide to call themselves Hoshi Works. Well, let me just like join this, I guess. I can join this and just like put it down here. But choose your wife. Be an hero and poll. Choose your waifu game. What the fuck is this about? Okay, all it has is a, like, which is the best footed opera girl for some reason. Oh, no, mind. Oh, this is just characters from Tsukikana. I'm, of course, going to grab myself the role for the fucking office lady real quick.
Of course.
Well, yes. Like, say less, King. Of course I'm gonna go for that.
涼介に触ってもらうとその部分が熱を持ったみたいに暖かくなって
I feel such at ease. Yes, that's a word. That's a
と
sentence.
てもリラックスできるの
I feel the need to point out that, like, a lot of these typos I do not fucking remember from the original, so clearly they just decided, you know what? We're not gonna, like, base our translation on the Tsuruzure scans patch. We're gonna make our own. Mistakes be damned.
私の体を涼介の思うように好きなだけマッサージしてください
Turns it back to me and brushes her hair off her shoulder. Shit, this is bad. It's been a year and I'm reminded of the fact that my girlfriend is the cutest girl in the world. It's not an exaggeration to say her charm is as bountiful as an infinitely deep swamp. Just like how that infinitely deep swamp will ensnare my feet, that it does the same with her beauty.
I would have picked a better metaphor, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, he's an architect, not a fucking philosopher.
Or a poet.
I don't think she would like that one.
Grasp a shoulder with a man's. Shoulders are smaller than mine and have a mellow round line. Start off with a light massage.
Give us some Shakespeare, not Shrek.
Yeah, fucking swamp of all things.
With or without the sex jokes.
Hold on.
Shakespeare was notorious for them.
Yes.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Fucking green skin poetry. I assume so. Like anything that has to do with like looting and murder is probably like poetry to orcs. I think this is the first time I've massaged you like this.
そういえばそうね。数えきれないほど触れ合ってきたのに、おかしいわね。
Guess I've been quite limited in my touches.
お互い何もかも初めて同士だったものね。きっとこうして少しずつおなじみのパターンみたいなのが増えていくんじゃないかしら。
So that means there's still so much fun I can experience with you for the first time.
1年で飽きられたら嫌よ。
That's not what I meant.
知ってるわ。
She laughs. Yes, that one was for me teasing her earlier. I guess I should return the favor. I won't get bored. There's no way I could ever get bored of you in my lifetime, Rikka. She makes some noises as she's clearly embarrassed.
一緒。
She turns her neck and looks up at me with puppy eyes. Yeah, lifetime.
きっとね、私も涼介との新しいことを経験するたびに嬉しくなっちゃうんだと思うわ。
I don't know why I randomly remember that one time in Horimiya where fucking Hori decided, you know what? I don't like how popular Miyamura is with his haircut. I don't like all these girls suddenly swarming around my man now that he cut his hair. I'm gonna fucking bite him in the neck. And the bite mark will only be possibly obscured if he lets his hair grow again. Miyamura just goes to his friend with it what the fuck, dude? What the fuck's wrong with her? And his friend just sits there yeah, that kind of just it just kind of looks like a kinky necklace. Miyamura's a good manga. I recommend it. Anyways.
飽きるどころか、どんどん涼介にはまっていく自信しかないもの。
I actually have a singular physical volume of Horimiya. Me as well. Finish massaging her shoulders and move on to her arms. Being as silky smooth as it is, the texture of her arm is like all the good elements of a girl became condensed into one. Feels pleasing to touch and something I could stroke for the rest of my life.
なんだか
Fascinating.
揉み方に熱がこもってる気がするわ。
Your arm is your lifeline as a pianist. I have to be meticulous when I massage it. Besides, your arm is pleasant to the touch.
腕だけ
What?
触り心地がいいのは。
No way, all body is amazing to touch. You have no idea how much I want to stroke your whole body.
But you wanted that answer.
Nothing you want anyone to walk in on.
私の体を撫で回して可愛がってね。
I mean, you know that the moment the party with friends is over, they're gonna be fucking her entire birthday away.
Yeah, they will.
Well, she always says stuff to test my resolve. Sometimes I think she's doing this on purpose. I don't mind at all when the Rikka acts a bit risque. And that's why I'm so infatuated with her. Also, if I massage your armpit like this, it should help your lymph nodes function better.
脇
If they're both complete horn dogs, I'm just half imagining Marika or possibly Misa obliviously asking, why do the pair of them look so puce?
Why did the what?
Why do they look so ready for something to happen? I've no idea. Then everyone else gives a knowing look, not telling them so as not to sully their innocence.
Hold on, Rikka starts laughing like crazy from being tickled in a place you don't expect. Not at all. I made sure to do my research. It helps promote blood circulation around the breast, which should help enlarging it.
バストアップ
You think you want to try this out yet?
考えてない。こんなのくすぐったいだけよ。
Huh, really?
何よ。
Have you spit out the truth? I'll take you even more. They immediately guards her armpits. Perfect. Bring my hands to her side and start moving my fingers all around her. Tickle, tickle, tickle!
本当にそこ弱いの。くすぐったすぎて、ほんとダメ。
Wanna spit it out yet?
言ってるもの。嘘ついてないもの。
Damn, you're still resisting. Let's see if you can deal with this. My fingers that were tickling her before began to gently stroke her flank.
もっとダメだから。
Of course I would know.
エッチ、バカ、変態。本当に意地悪ばっかりして。
Do you just like it? She laughs but adamantly shakes her head.
エッチで、バカで、変態で、意地悪ばっかりしてくる涼介が、誰よりも大好きよ。
Suddenly they just hear a shudder.
Yeah. That's good. Just going, hey.
Yo.
Pizza
So-
delivery.
You can say that with a second thought makes me happy beyond measure. Thanks. But you're changing the subject. Tickle, tickle, tickle! I don't relent my tickles.
本当にもう、弱点知ってるのは涼介だけじゃないんだから。
Rikka turns to the side and sits down on my thighs. Ah! She clings onto me and bites my ear.
Oh my god.
It just keeps on going.
Yeah, it sure does. She wiggles her lips back and forth against my earlobe as she traces a line with her tongue along my ear. Hey, I'm right there!
知っててやってるの？どう？降参した？
You wouldn't have started with this if it made you give. Well, you wouldn't have started with this if it made me give in right away. There's no way I'll lose. Rikka, still has my ear in her mouth, starts writhing in agony as I go back on the offensive with my fingers.
私だって負けないもの。
Using the back of your tongue's cheating.
いつ禁止になったの？私の弱いところ散々ついてきて、よくそんなことが言えるわね。あなたが参ったって言うまで絶対やめないわ。
Damn, so really night. We continued attacking each other's weak points, and since now we kept going to the point of exhaustion, we embraced each other, letting ourselves catch our breaths.
でも楽しかったわ。
Just so you know, the stream is a little bit spotty.
I have no idea what's causing that.
Probably just Discord not liking long streams.
Probably, because it's been a bit over 2 hours now, I guess. Well, I guess longer.
2 hours,
than that.
15 minutes roughly.
Yeah, and I guess we've been in here since about 3 hours now, give or take.
Yeah.
So it's getting late, but we get eating some cake. Take out the cake box from the fridge that I prepared earlier. Here, open it. She carefully undoes the ribbon. Inside is a petite cheesecake. Chocolate plate on the cake has the words "Happy Birthday" Rikka inscribed on it. There are musical notes soaring out from around it.
Aww.
After candles here, let's put it in together. Give her half as we both put the candles around the perimeter of the cake. You remember what I said last year? We'll celebrate your birthday with you together, Rikka. Next year, the year after, forever and always.
覚えてるわ。あの時はまだリッカじゃなくて鳴沢で、その後涼介が告白してくれた。
You know, thinking about it, having your anniversary be the same day as your fucking girlfriend's birthday has got to be really convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would only have to remember that one day.
Well, that you can have both the celebrations at once.
That too.
Mm-hmm. Remember how shocked you were? You pretty much slammed your hands on the piano case.
まさかいきなり告白されるなんて思ってなかったんだもの。
You know, when I came back here, would never have thought I'd confess to someone like you, or anyone else for that matter. But now I have you by my side, and I'm able to celebrate your birthday this year too, Rikka. Place the last candle on the cake. There's only one more candle on here than last year.
あれ？どうしてそのろうそくだけ赤いの？
It's to commemorate our 1-year anniversary together. From now on, I'll be adding one more red candle as well. Zilch. I've been trying way too hard to make myself look so damn cool. Try to find the words to change the mood. That guy might have been trying a bit too hard with that. Like a nod as she sobs away. Girlfriend really is a crybaby.
いっぱいさしたい。涼介との思い出、これからも作っていきたい。
I really don't know why this fucking visual novel development studio just like never misses with its piano tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can do no wrong. Which I guess makes sense that the fucking song that pisses me off in Giniro Haruka is violin, mainly.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very nice piano track.
Shh.
Yeah, forgive us, audience.
Just enjoy it.
Enjoying the music.
That will definitely look like a disaster.
そんなことない。素敵な光景よ。きっと。絶対。そんなの見たら泣いちゃうわ。
Come on, you're already crying. Wipe the sparkling drops of water from her eyes.
しょうがないじゃない。想像しただけで涙が出てきちゃったんだもの。
It would be quite the scene to witness for real.
すごいなんてものじゃないわ。幸せすぎて、嬉しすぎて、どうしようもなくって。死んじゃうに決まってるわ。
Seeing Rikka now reminded of 1 year earlier when she was also so happy that she was crying. I light the matches and turn off the lights. Embrace and gently stroke her smooth hair many times over. I sing her the same happy birthday song as last year. That whole time Rikka snuggles up right against me.
音程外れてなかったわ。
It's thanks to my music teacher, Ms. Rikka. This a cappella recital isn't a dream at all.
それはどうかしら。
Then I'd rather not return to reality anytime soon. We both break into laughter as we stare at the candles, which contain one more than last year. Flickering light that was shining in our faces disappears. Happy birthday, Rikka.
ありがとう。
And I have something else for you. Take a small box out of my pocket and place it in her hand. Here's a present. Hope you like it.
ありがとう。開けるわね。
She looks beyond delighted as she opens the wrapping. She fully opens it, and inside is a small accessory.
髪留め。
Its shape is a treble clef. I love seeing you when you play the piano, Rikka. I vividly remember the first time I saw you. When I close my eyes, I can remember it like it was yesterday. The crimson sunlight from the window dyed the room. Her dark hair was fluttering about. And seeing her play, her music reached the innermost depths of my soul. The vision is something I want to see for the rest of my life. But when you're polying, does your long hair get in the way? That's why I thought a clip would be nice.
私の長い髪好きなの？
Yeah?
実は髪の毛少し切ってもいいかなって迷ってたの。
What?
衝撃受けすぎよ。涼介ってもしかして髪フェチ？しかも黒髪フェチ。
Nah. Nah, this man isn't called Oro. Hey, don't just assume I have new fetishes. But if you ask me, I like it. Not just dark hair, but your hair specifically, Rikka. Anyway, so here you have right now suits you perfectly. I love the most like this.
必死すぎ。ちょっと考えてただけよ。涼介がそこまで言ってくれるならこのままでいるわ。あなたが飽きるまではね。
I'll never tire of your hair.
一生この髪型でいることになりそうだわ。
The smile shows because he brushes her hair up.
私もね、今日は涼介にプレゼントがあるの。
Present. Rikka separates herself from our current position and straightens up. From inside a feminine envelope, she takes out a folded piece of paper. It's a letter.
大好きな涼介へ。私たちが付き合い始めてから1年が経ちましたね。
You can't just do dreams of the future to me all of a sudden. You need to warn me for this shit.
Yeah.
この1年は目が回るくらいに慌ただしくて、きっとこれからの人生でもこれだけのことを一度に経験することはないと思えるくらいいろいろなことがあって、そしてとても幸せな毎日でした。あなたと出会ってから私を取り巻く環境が大きく変わりました。過去に引きこもっていた私にとってそれは受け入れがたいもので、その中心となっているあなたのことも快くは思っていませんでした。本当にいくら構ってほしくないというアピールをしていても、あなたは気にすることなく接してきましたね。 でもあなたに導かれて少し心を開いてみれば、そこに待っていたのは私の知らない世界でした。
It's gonna hurt so much to go for the other routes after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always noticed that with VNs generally, especially if the character you pick is somebody who's going to be in peril. But
Like that is literally not the case here. It's just like Rikka is so
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
adorable and sweet and got
lose out on this. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But on that
楽しくて
whole
温かくて優しい世界でした。あなたが私にそういう世界があることを教えてくれました。あなたに出会わなければ今も音楽室に一人でこもっていたと思います。去年あんなに素敵な誕生日をお祝いしてもらえることもなかったと思います。あなたと出会えてよかったです。それと私を好きでいてくれてありがとう。私は今前を向いて歩いています。今日よりも明日よりも明後日が楽しいと思える、そんな道です。そのせいであなたと会える時間がなかなか作れなくてごめんなさい。七夕祭りの日、そばでずっと私を見守ってくれる、困ったら手を差し伸べてくれると応援してくれた言葉はこれからも忘れることはありません。あなたと会えないときは少し寂しいけど、そばでずっと見守ってくれてるってわかるから、大変な練習でも頑張っていけます。だから私にもこれからもあなたの夢をそばで見守らせてください。お互いに見守り成長し合える、そんな関係でいられると嬉しいです。それで時々私を可愛がってくれるともっと嬉しいです。いつまでも一緒にいたいです。ずっとずっと大好きです。リッカ。
For a while, we're trapped in silence. Can you give me that letter?
うん、涼介のために書いたんだもの。
She sheepishly hands me the letter. She put all of her love into the letter as I look at her beautiful handwriting. I can also feel my heart tightening up. This was the first time I felt so happy receiving a letter. I'm at a loss for words. Just can't think of the right words to say. Nah, I don't need to complicate things. All I need to do is be honest with how I feel. I'm the happiest person in the world for having an amazing girlfriend who's so cute, so sexy, has an amazing personality, and has an amazing body! And my loud voice echoes across the apartment, which causes Rikka to blush.
嬉しいけど恥ずかしいわ。ご近所迷惑よ。
And they would probably complain sooner if that was how thin the walls were. Sorry,
Oh, dear
I'll
God.
have to give us this time. I just had to let out all my emotions. With that, I lovingly embrace her. I'll also be in your care. Rick, I'll eternally love you until the end of time.
ずっとずっとずっとずっと大好きよ、涼介。
She closes her eyes and brings her jaw up. I also lean in for a kiss. Actually, I wrote a letter back then too.
大事にしてくれてるのね。
Of course. I look back at it again once in a while. If I'm still smiling into it when I read it over again.
一人でニヤニヤしてるの？
I hope I didn't make her uncomfortable by saying that.
そんなに喜んでくれるなんて手紙にしてよかったわ。でもこれからは一緒に住むでしょ。手紙じゃなくて私にニヤニヤしてくれるともっと嬉しいです。
I'll make sure to smile lots with you, Rikka.
私もあなたでいっぱいニヤニヤしちゃうと思うわ。一緒ね。
Yeah, together.
早速ニヤニヤしちゃった。
The faces are only inches apart as we give each other whole smiles. What should you do for my birthday?
去年は二人っきりにしてくれたから、できれば今年はみんなで集まりたいわ。大学になって進路がバラバラになっちゃったでしょ。またみんなで集まれる時間が作れればなって。
Now you're thinking of doing a house party then? I'll be looking forward to this. We just started living together, but there are so many things we want to do already.
朝よ、そろそろ起きて。せっかくの温かいご飯が冷めちゃうわ。もっとキスしないとダメなの？
What's going on? Squishes off the weight on top of me. Put my eyelids apart from each other. You can read it yourself. There you go. Eric's got her arms around my neck as she kisses me. Her boobs are pressed against my chest.
やっと起きてくれた。おはよう。今日から大学でしょ。初日から遅刻しちゃうわよ。
Alright. Thanks. Good morning. Picking up with kisses is great. She'd come over to my house, or we'd stay the night at a hotel sometimes back in high school. And then would always wake me up with kisses. And she'd occasionally give me a treat by waking me up with a morning blowjob too. It's been so difficult deciding which one I enjoy more.
Yeah. Should be obvious where this is going.
Callum.
Oh no!
You've been chosen. The beacon has chosen you. Go forth, Callum.
Beacon is lit.
I literally looked.
Another hand touches the beacon!
I literally look away for 1 second. This is the options. I'm so tempted to say 2, but you know what? I'm gonna say. Is it Bud I think who would have to read? I'll just save him from this one and go with 1.
Good, I'll be entirely honest. If you chose 2, I would have still picked 1. Yeah, kisses are good. Waking up tenderly is nice.
The illusion of choice.
You being
Welcome,
her.
you're welcome, YouTube.
I was not going to choose the choice that was obviously going to cause me more censorship. Her being so devoted even in the mornings makes me so happy. It's a little scary. Like, pull Rikka by the hand into the bed. I position myself so she's straddling my thigh. I sit up. Rikka's face is right there in front of me. Close enough for our noses to touch, looking into each other's eyes. I've done this so many times already, but it always makes us blush. So it's a fresh kind of excitement. We kiss. And now we look at each other again. We kiss again and look at each other again. Yet another kiss. We don't forget to look at each other either. We go in for the 4th kiss in a row. Time passes comfortably. I ate breakfast and got ready to go. Now that I'm full. I'm sleepy.
お 大きなあくび。昨日夜遅くまでシラバスとにらめっこしてたものね。
By syllabus book, she means the book that describes the content, scheduling, and goals of each of the university classes. I was just thinking about what classes I should take to get closer to my dream. I asked Mr. Azuma, but he just told me to take whatever classes I want. I'm already required to take classes for fundamentals and foundations of architecture. I could use my electives and general education classes to further broaden my horizons as an architect. Ms. Azuma probably wanted to say that there are no downsides to taking anything. I just picked classes and fields that seemed interesting. Several of those are the same as Rikka's. Maybe they make it a lottery to get into the popular classes, so it'd be great if we ended up in the same ones. And like high school, this is gonna be pretty much the only way we can be together in class. Because we're both in different apartments.
そうね。塩なぎ学園じゃ2年も3年もあなたと一緒だったし、一人で受けるのはちょっぴり寂しいわ。
Me too, but we should just be happy that we ended up at the same university at all. Plus, we can see each other when we have breaks between classes and at home.
会えない時間分、あなたへの思いをためて、いっぱい甘えることにするわ。
Two of us are moving forward side by side, toward each of our dreams. We grab our bags and head to the door. Speaking of which, what kind of stuff do you take as a piano major?
独奏、室内楽、アンサンブル、ソルフェージュ、ピアノ演奏法、合唱、和声法、音楽理論、音楽史。レッスンはシーレ先生を受ける予定よ。
I know I asked, but I have no idea what you just said. So you're really taking lessons from that weirdo perv guy?
それが目的でこの大学に入ったんだもの。それに先生、あなたが思ってるほどおかしくもエッチでもないわよ。
Well, yes, because you're a student. I'm talking about how he acts normally. He invited me out to a cabaret club to celebrate graduating, you know.
キャバクラ？キャバクラ。ずいぶん先生と仲良くなったのね。いいことね。
Rikka's eyes go cold. Wait, no. Obviously, I said no. Why would I go somewhere like that when I have you?
でも、少しは行ってみたかったんでしょ？書いてあるわよ。ここに。怒らないから行ってみて。
To be fair, it would be interesting to experience like once. If like I wouldn't have to pay for it. But I certainly wouldn't fucking pay for it.
Yeah.
What is a cabaret club?
You literally just sit down and drink with pretty women.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
pretty much it.
And they essentially like seduce you into
Yeah.
Trying to
paying
get you to
for
pay
really
more, which-
exorbitantly expensive alcohol.
Yeah.
Dude, if I wanted to get seduced by pretty women, I'd go to a Hot Topic or something, okay?
You say that like the goths there would seduce you.
No, they wouldn't. But, like, at least they'd be honest about it. Like, the pretty
a
woman
man
at
can
the
dream.
cabaret club, the pretty woman at the cabaret club, okay, they're faking it, okay? There's nothing there.
Yeah, true.
It's just this
You gotta
funny
get
me
out.
going.
Like a cabaret club is like a thing of would I go there if I had to pay for it? No. Would I go there if I somehow was allowed to go there for free? What? Yes. Would I go there if I was somehow allowed to go there for free a second time? No. Once is enough.
Yeah.
Like it is entirely just for the experience. Just like how like I would entirely just like want to walk into a strip club like once in my life just to know what it's like.
Yeah. Just to say
Why
you've
would
done
I-
it and then move on with your life.
Why would I pay to get emotionally manipulated? I can do that for free, man.
Oh, is that the fucking and then I shot and then I missed.
Yeah.
If in that situation, I would do what I always did during nights out during uni: take a camera, take photos of them making complete twats of themselves.
Like the specific reason why I know that scene is because I saw it at like a fucking JoJo's meme with fucking whole horse.
send the footage to the Yakuza to mollify them.
She brings her face closer and pokes my face with her index finger. Well, yeah, I was kind of curious what it's like. Can't learn anything from you, can I?
あなたのことならよくわかるわ。そこで問題です。私は今何を考えてるでしょう。
Never ask a guy that.
What are you thinking? So she's asking for Nora just as well. I think it's beaming at me from in front of the door. It was probably never actually angry in the first place. If we're at the front door. That does a lot in high school too. She doesn't want me to guess what she's thinking. It's more like she wants me to do something. And I think I can more or less guess what that is too. We trade off for when we're both leaving at the same time, right?
正解。一緒に住み始めたんだし、前より長めで、あなたの思いがいっぱい伝わってくるのがいいわ。
We were just kissing earlier. Usual of kissing.
行ってきますのキスはまた別だもの。それに、あなたとのキスならいくらしてもしたりないわ。
Why is Pony Rikka so fucking cute? Close your eyes. Close your eyes and I hold her by the shoulders. Go on. It's a longer kiss than we'd usually do in high school. Just a little bit dirty. That's a send-off kiss for a couple living together. This is just about my limit. There's a part of me that'll go crazy if we overdo it, and we'd really end up being late.
いってらっしゃい。
Have a nice day.
テーブルの上に置いておいたお弁当、ちゃんと持った？
I got it. Let's eat together for lunch. We may be in university now, but Rikka's still making lunch boxes for both of us.
講義が終わったら連絡お願いね。行きましょう。
We'll both hold hands. Like lovers. You know something that I've really wanted to try at some point is like making a pork belly. Because apparently it can get real crispy and I like me some crisp.
Well, I kind of like crackling.
Kind of like what?
Kind of like crackling.
I don't know what crackling means in this context.
Oh right, it's just really hard cooked pork, so it has a nice crunch to it. It's very nice.
Maybe.
Now I'm hungry.
I mean, I've been hungry for like the last hour or so.
I've been hungry.
No, it's the day for plastics. We've divvied up the enormous amount of trash from our move into all the right groups and packed everything into trash bags. Grabbed the bag filled with plastics. Rikka's locking the door. Working at the cafe today?
9時までよ。
The music cafe Rikka works at is on Shionagi's main street. She normally works as a waiter and plays piano if there are any customer requests. I've been there a few times. It's a really classy place with nice ambiance. I'll be going to Mr. Ozuma's today in the afternoon, and I think I'll be done around then, so I'll come pick you up.
ありがとう。待ってるわね。
I can smell the clear fragrance of the morning sea breeze. I look down to see the ocean not too far away.
二人ともおはよ
Our landlady's cleaning up around the
おは
garden.
ようございます。
Good morning.
う。息ぴったり。おしどりカップルね。今日から大学生ね。頑張ってね。
行ってきます。
I'll be gone. She smiles and sees us off as we begin our new school life. It's May and spring is in full swing. Our life together has been gradually becoming a blissful, ordinary life.
朝よ。起きて。
I'm being swayed. Rikka, good morning.
おはよう。
The first thing I see when I wake up is the face of my beloved. I can feel vigor and happiness gushing from within me.
髪の毛立ってるわよ。
Where?
ここ。
She combs my hair down with her hand.
ピーンって跳ね返っちゃった。元気な寝癖ね。
Yeah, I know that pain. Like, I literally, like, if I actually wanted my hair to behave, I would probably have to, like, actually comb it for, like, fucking 10 minutes or something. And even then it'd be questionable if all of them behaved. The pain of having very thick hair.
だからあれほどドライヤーで乾かしてから寝たらって言ったじゃ
ド
ない。
ライヤー。
I'm tired from work that I was tired from work that I took a bath right away.
そんなこともあろうかと、いつもより早く起こしてあるわよ。
Oh, you're amazing, Rikka.
早く洗面所に行ってきて。その間に朝食の仕上げをしておくわ。
I washed up and head to the dining area, greeted with a nice smell from the kitchen and some happy humming. Oh, it's that miso soup with bamboo shoots.
今朝大家さんが庭をお掃除してたから手伝ったらお礼にっていただいたの。掘ってきたばかりで生でも食べられるんですって。
Oh, that's really some. Gonna try some of those. Try eating some of the raw bamboo shoots that Rikka had been in the middle of peeling and cutting. It's edible, I guess, but it doesn't really taste that good.
でしょ。実は私もさっき試しに食べてみたの。野菜を生で食べてるのと同じだものね。茹でた方が柔らかくなって甘みも出るわ。
You know, I would like raw vegetable. I would like vegetables far more if only the makes them sweeter part was true, because I don't like how soft they get. I prefer raw vegetables over cooked.
I can see your point if it's things like carrot or some things.
Yeah.
Actually, if
Like,
you want to make soft veg more interesting, when you're boiling them, put a little bit of butter in. Bruce the taste a little bit.
Here's the thing: the taste isn't the issue. I don't like the texture.
Doesn't like it
okay,
when they're
sis.
mushy. He's a little child.
I can be very fussy when it comes to the texture of my food.
Yeah.
Have you ever been checked for autism?
I have ADHD, brother. It's entirely possible. I'm actually trying to get checked. Fun fact.
Funny thing is, I am too.
Most
Because-
normal German.
Same.
Because my sister has autism, and so does my cousin.
My sister is being suspected of possibly having autism, and my mom decided, since we're gonna test my sister, and I exhibit a lot of behavioral patterns that are apparently common in autism, I might get checked as well, because it'll improve my chances to get a job, funnily enough.
Oh yeah, they love that autistic work ethic.
I'll get the diversity pick.
Because for myself, my cousin brought it up because, well, he's under the Asperger's side of it. He said that it would be no surprise if I have it, considering he has it and my sister has it, and it's only on my mom's side from the looks of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he was thinking that if I get examined for it and I do have it, there might be some kind of connection genetically. He's on the, what's it called? It's like the 1% or like very low percentage. His IQ is very high. I forget what it's called now. Anyway,
Based on my last IQ test, I do apparently also have like God, what's the English word? Hochbegabung.
And my mom did find I actually did have a what's it called? Like, I was checked for it when I was young, and they said I did have it, but I would have to. But at this point, I probably should be re-examined to make sure it's accurate.
Like
Because
apparently,
how-
according to my HQ, I do have giftedness, which I still do not believe personally.
Hold on.
Uh,
口直しに
She grabs a piece of bamboo shoot from the recess soup and blows on it to cool it off.
あー
She carries the bamboo shoot up to my mouth. I eat it. Oh, it's nice and slick.
あとは朝ごはんにしましょう。お茶碗にご飯よそうからテーブルまで持って行ってくれる？
But yeah, like, for example, I also, about the vegetables, I cannot stand, like, boiled carrots. But I will just, like, eat raw carrot dipped in cream cheese.
That's understandable.
Because, like, or even just raw carrot without anything else.
Yeah, I've
Wow.
done that for a snack in the past.
Like, I used to love fucking carrots so much. It's not even funny. I also used to like bananas.
Your past reincarnation was a fucking rabbit.
Hey man, he was healthy.
I mean, you say that, but, like, first off, apparently I was so hairy upon birth that they joked about me being replaced with a monkey. And I used to like both bananas and climbing trees.
You were.
You have precluded the necessity to return to monkey.
Return to monkey. Even now, I'm a hairy fucking bastard.
He's a fucking... No, he's a monkey sleeper agent. He's sent here among us.
Fucking...
Is-
Rip my shirt off
The
to show off
Harambe
the
Revenge
might of my
Squad.
hair.
You are the ultimate silverback, mate.
Roger that. It's been over a month since Rick and I started living together. The rhythm of our lifestyle is different from when I lived with my parents. Comfortable tone flows through our relaxed morning. The Ozma architectural firm is busy on Sunday. Everyone's working on their day off to try and finish their work before a looming deadline. I'm working too. Though I haven't been here for even a half a year yet, so I'm pretty much only interested with the grunt work. At the same time, I'm watching Mr. Ozma and my senior co-workers helping me when I can and learning how to do their work.
なんとか今日中には片付きそうだ。今回はマジで焦った。ヒロ、コーヒーをくれ。
And that's right here. Place a steaming hot cup of coffee on his desk.
お、なんだ。もう入れてたのか。
It seems like you're about to take a break soon from the way you were working.
おお、お前も少しは建築士の志が身についてきたか。とはいえ、まだまだひよっこだがな。あちち。
I do like how the game never straight up states like, ah yeah, he got a cat's tongue, but like, you know, because like both times thus far we've seen this man drink coffee. He like tried to take a sip, immediately burnt his tongue, blew on it, and then kept drinking.
Like a maniac.
So no, I'll be doing my best to continue to grow.
クライアントか。はい、東森尾建築事務所です。
He reaches the receiver off his desk and answers the intercom. Interacting with clients is one of the most important jobs there is. I've really only been allowed to do stuff like making coffee.
おお、なるほどな。たくあいつは。いいぞ、入ってきなさい。
His voice becomes gentler. Someone he knows. The front door opens a little bit after he hangs up.
失礼します。
Rikka quietly walks in, looking a little nervous. Rikka, what are you here?
どうしてもこうしてもないだろう。お前のために来たんだ。
お弁当持っていくの忘れてたでしょ。
He then takes off what is definitely my lunchbox. Looks I forgot to take it with me after Rikka set it out on the table for me this morning. I take it from her. thanks for coming all the way here. I'd have been starving without it.
愛妻弁当を忘れるとは男の風上にも受けんな。さっき褒めてやったのも帳消しだ。大きくマイナス評価だぞ。
I'm the worst kind of scum.
お弁当は私が勝手に持ってきただけなので、彼は何も悪くありませんから評価は。
いい嫁さんを持ったもんだな。
Looks like she's finally realized he was joking.
いつ日の立夏にしてもらえるんだろうな。
日の立夏って。
もう婚約指輪くらいもらったのかい？
それもまだです。
ひどいわね。女がこれほど尽くしてるのに。
いえ、私は彼と一緒に住めてるだけでも今はすごく
It's
幸
just
せ。
digging the whole over.
Just bring the whole office down around their ears.
それで日野くんはいつ彼女と結婚するの？
Currently devoted myself to my studies, but one day for sure.
もうこんなところで嬉しいけど恥ずかしい。
おい、いつまでも喋ってたら言及にするぞ。適当に切り上げて仕事に戻れ。
God, I love the fucking Ozma firm staff. You never get their names, but by God, they're some of the funniest characters sometimes.
Can't wait to get more interactions with them later on.
Yeah.
リッカちゃんはこれから用事あるか？なければ茶を入れるから、こいつの仕事する姿見ていかないか？
My teacher!
まさか弁当届けてもらっただけで返すつもりか？なんて冷たい。俺はそんなやつを雇った覚えはないぞ。
Yes, but I don't really do anything other than help out you and the others.
それでも仕事ぶりを確認することはできるだろう。将来の奥さんには非常に有用性のある情報だと思うがな。どうだ、リッカちゃん。
少し後にレッスンが入ってるんですが、それまででしたらぜひ彼の働く姿見てみたいです。
もう一つ入れてくれ。
Pour Rick a cup of black tea and get back to helping my senior co-workers. It's not like I'm unsatisfied with my current work. If anything, I'm proud of it. But I would have liked Rikka to have seen me do something more impressive if possible.
次はこの案件か。あれ、そういや資料どこよ？
I filed them in that shelf over there, so I'll bring them over right away.
おう、助かる。よろしく。
I grabbed the materials from the shelf and handed them
日
to him.
野くん、こっちの書類の整理お願いしていい？
I understand I'm always like it to be done by.
今日の18時めどでお願い。
It's just one dull task after another. Rikka's happily watching me. Pretty much only do stuff like this for now. It's not that much fun to watch, is it?
楽しいわよ。それにかっこいい。
But cool. I mean, that'd be cool if I were working like a teacher does, but...
働く男ってのは、それがどんな仕事でもかっこいいもんだ。特に自分の惚れてる男ならなおさらな。んで、将来の旦那にするには問題ないか？
はい。反対かと。
I mean, to be fair, this man earlier was literally just like mumbling to himself like, oh shit, where's the materials? And Ryosuke just immediately picked up on it, noticed that, like, realized what he was talking about, remembered where it was, and fucking pointed it out, and then immediately was like, I'll bring it to you.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
安泰だそうだ。
Most people would be like, the fuck you going on about?
I'll put even more effort into my work now.
よし、その意気だ。あいつがリッカちゃんをコントロールしてるかと思ってたが、お互いにうまくコントロールし合えてるってことか。なかなか面白いな。
The man still has some golden retriever energy.
Not as much, but it's there still.
June. the month Rikka and I first met. Summer arrives again this year. I've been hearing the sound of the piano even more than before lately. Rikka plays almost constantly at home when she doesn't have her lessons with Sheila. It's for the sake of playing at the Hama contest in November. It's a place for newcomers to make a name for themselves. It's an international piano concert that's well known even overseas. The judges and pieces and so on were apparently announced in June last year, soon after Sheila became university faculty. Who dares? Of course it's Bud.
Yeah, but I think he had food.
Just in the dead sentence of it.
Alright, we now have confirmation Bud had to evacuate. So we'll be continuing without him for at least this scene.
もうこんな時間だったのね。すぐに夕飯の準備するわね。
Can't tell you to exert yourself, but not to exert yourself, but don't completely exhaust yourself, alright.
大丈夫よ。さっきも少し休憩してたもの。
We're still playing the piano?
あれはコンクールには関係ない曲よ。気分転換にね。
She must really love playing if she plays the piano for a change of pace from playing the piano. Can't stop myself from smiling in exasperation. By the way, you've been playing that piece every now and then since high school, haven't you? One that goes la 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 la. What's the name of that piece? I've heard it often enough to hum it, but I've never heard it anywhere else. Wouldn't say I'm particularly well versed at this point, but I've picked up a decent amount of general knowledge about classical music since I started going out with Rikka.
知らないはずよ。タイトルもまだないわ。あれは私が作った曲だもの。
What? Really?
いつまで経っても未完成のままだけど。
It's amazing how she wrote a piece at all. But how is it incomplete? Now I've heard you play it all the way through.
ひとまず形にはね。でも私が納得できてないの。曲を作ってみようと思ったきっかけはお母さんの思いのかけら。
Fragment of motion. That takes me back. It's a piece that she and Meguru played together at the Tabata festival.
あの曲にはまっすぐな思いと温かい気持ちが詰まってる。多くの人に親しまれてるのは曲を通してそういうのが自然と伝わるからよ。学生の時の私もきっと何かを伝えたかったんだと思うわ。私自身にもわからない何かを誰かに知ってほしかったんだと思う。そんな時に出会ったのがあなただった。
Hey.
あなたと出会ってから 私とこの曲も大きく変わっていったわ。漠然とした何かは生まれ変わってはっきりとした言葉になっていったの。
As you mention it, I feel like it has changed a bit since the first time I heard it.
この曲は生まれ変わった私の歴史。あなたたちとの思い出の積み重ねね。少しずついいものに変化していってるの。
I'll become complete someday. It's a piece that you're satisfied with. Oh, I know. I'll make dinner today. Kinda feel bad about only ever helping you with cooking and clean up.
あなたにご飯作ってあげるの私の楽しみなのに。
No, no, just let me handle it today so you can relax. But Rikka's only going to get busier from now on. But I can't just keep letting her spoil me. We need to be able to support each other properly.
じゃあお願いするわね。ありがとう。
I don't know why, but can't help like imagine that this man just makes like essentially like one pot pasta, except like the kind where like he took a bunch of the pasta and just like impaled like slices of sausage on them before putting them in the one pot pasta. So they're essentially like going through the sausage.
Right, okay.
I don't know why that's like what I imagine this man is making now.
Right. That would be unorthodox.
Well, I did say that scene and then we'll be done since Bud is gone now, so we do sadly not have a CG, which partially is because we skipped the H scene. Technically I could have censored that for the CG.
Yeah, I think that would have been difficult to explain to YouTube, but I suppose you got away with it in the original one, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm pretty sure I still have it. Like,
Will you say anything about the 2 videos I just posted?
Holy moly, that's your thumbnail. And also the bits. Let's have a look.
They flooded back into my mind for some reason.
I'll watch that after I end the recording.
Right, okay. Yeah, I think we'll do just that.
Alright, where the fuck is it again? Oh yeah, there it is. I got away with this one.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That is indeed a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Sure is, yeah. The question's just a good thumbnail.
That's cool. I think we'll not use that again.
Mm.
No audience, you can't see it. Once was enough.
Just go back to the episode if you want to see it. If it's still that one.
I do also have the uncensored, technically, that I could just edit.
I was gonna say, don't use that on YouTube, but if you edit it, maybe.
BOOM! Jump scare!
Jesus!
Holy moly.
Okay. Actually, surprisingly, more clothed than I thought.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, her tits are still out, it's just that her tits are covered by his leg and crotch. So yeah, I could technically use this for the thumbnail. But I do believe I can also just, like, use the piano CG for the 13th time.
It is a good CG, and it's the one that comes up the most.
Yeah, hold on, let me just, like, grab it real quick.
Yeah, this is what happens when you're not here, audience.
If this part does stay in, which I'm assuming it is.
I just find it again.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised we only got the one flashback CG inside a flashback.
Yeah.
I can't fucking find it though.
It should be
like
pretty close now.
Flashbacks.
Actually, was it during the fucking letter?
Yes, it's around that part.
That what it
It
was.
was right there.
Spotted it for a second.
涼介
Nah,
がそこまで言ってくれるな
Went
ら
past it.
CG inside a flashback inside a flashback.
Fucking flashception.
There we go.
I guess it would be will be different just due
Yeah.
to funny flashback outline.
Yeah, true.
So I guess it works
I just thought of something.
distantly. Huh?
What would tell Bud if he comes back in and sees the picture?
Nothing. That's a very easy question to answer. Nothing.
Or if Cactus just comes in and just edits the crap out of it?
Again, nothing.
No.
They find out by watching the video or not at all. Anyways, hope guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye.
Take care,
Later.
gang.
And never forget. Whoa!